What?
My stats.
Yeah, hide the quick.
Hide
People
my
can't know you have
stats.
resources.
When did it happen that like no lights point towards me?
You don't know, but you look good. I mean, you look good.
That
on the
one
screen.
that's pointing at me should be pointing at
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. Sorry to block
Yeah.
everybody's view of
That's okay.
beautiful John. Oh yeah. Oh
But now Scott
No.
is.
yeah.
Put it back. John,
Put it
like,
back.
none of them have to point at
I'm
you.
sorry.
You seem sufficiently lit without it.
It's because I'm pale as
My
fuck.
glasses on.
Sinister Dante.
It's this one it's the one by your desk that needs to point more towards you.
It's the eternal
It's also
problem when Scott
at,
and I
like,
stream together
30%.
as well. I'm like a fucking bounce, and Scott's like enshadowed and all cinematic and mysterious.
On film sets, as many of you probably know, lighting is very important to make the scene look real, to give a sense of place, to give a sense of depth. And part of the way that gaffers accomplish that is with, as Liz is talking about,
A bounce.
which physically bounces light. So often, and I think this is hilarious, there's a scene between 2 or 3 people and it's like up here, and on the floor under them there's a man holding a giant thing, just like...
The number of hilarious scenes that I've had to do with just like, it's always a dude holding like some kind of sheet or something, just like right up, just out of frame.
Scott, can you tilt it? You've now pointed
Still?
it at like the back corner. So yeah. A bit more. There. That should get both of us.
There we go.
You're good.
Thank you. I would love that, Sablica. Although, and don't take this the wrong way, John, but I feel like you typically play all of the villains on the in the RPG Clinic extended universe. It depends on how you define RPCs, I guess.
I don't think it's possible to take that the wrong way because it's just a fact.
Well, sometimes we are the villains. Not in our own stories, but like...
Heroes, folks.
Heroes,
We prefer to
folks.
call them twisted anti-heroes.
Yes, we do take that the wrong way. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I'm just chilling like a villain, straight illin' while you pillin'.
Archon, if you're still there, Godspeed on your session today.
I missed the detail, but I did see the session, and I hope it goes
Rite
well.
of shame, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Nor.
Salt and battery. There
I
we go. I knew it
I
was
hope
a
we
good
get a... I was gonna say I hope we get a rite when we're done this, but what I mean is like,
What, like a
a rite
rite
of
of shame?
celebration.
You want a
Yeah,
rite of shame?
No, I don't want a rite of shame.
We're gathered here today to basically point out that Dante
to
is
lay to
a
rest
punk ass.
Dante's reputation.
Dante does his best work when he's ashamed. So we could shame him before the mission.
That said, on the subject of rights, perhaps we should do a rite of rage.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
We're looking a little chill.
Yeah, that's the plan for sure.
Just slap us in the face. It's
I mean, I can't do that.
There are
Yeah,
5
I
of
will.
us, right? So we're just gonna all go around in a big circle, whap, 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 and then whap, 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 back the other way.
It's like a circle jerk, but it's a circle slap.
Oh my god.
It's like a circle jerk,
But rage.
but rage.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Lots
Keffa.
of lovely folks in the chat.
Thanks for all the resubs.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Ooh.
His stress?
Stress? Question mark? That looking knows what's up.
If one does not shame kinks, does one remove transgression from kink and therefore remove part of what kink is?
Ooh.
What is?
Because one could argue that often there's an element of like this is taboo and that's kind of exciting.
I was talking about garden hoses, you
Oh,
perverted motherfucker.
of course. The classic subject of discussion here at RPG Clinic.
Yes,
Gardening.
Yeah, gardening implements. That's right.
I mean, actually, we are getting into garden season.
It's true.
That's all. I just wanted
I was asked if I happened to have a little garden shovel at home, and I was like, "Do you mean a trowel?"
Oh my
'Cause
god!
yes, I do.
For the play?
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
we'll
we
see.
definitely have. I think at least 2.
It's like, who are you calling a hoe? Weekends are for
A little mini hoe. Oh, we've
oh.
lost Jonathan. Whoa, I see.
I knew something was missing.
Ah, you won't need that today.
I have to stand up.
Nah, he's good.
Now you just need a bit of momentum.
Yeet.
Everything just like Team.
This is not a session to be run without dice.
Correct.
It's also definitely not a session to be run without safety cards.
My man, that's correct. We have these cards so that we can play safely, effectively, and have the most fun possible. You in the chat do not have these cards, but your safety is important. I'll tell you about your options in a few moments. What's for right now, though, this green card, the play card, means that if the person who is holding this up is actively consenting to the roleplay that's happening, even if they don't seem to be in character. The yellow card, the pause card, means that you need to make the table aware of something. Once the card goes down, play can continue. The red card, though, the stop card, means that play needs to stop. Because we're streaming and not at another kind of non-streaming table, we'll probably go to a be right back screen. Once we've discussed and made sure that everything's okay, play can once again resume. Like I said before, your safety is also important. You may not be at the table in exactly the same way, but your safety is important. So how do you keep yourself safe? You can message us here at RPG Clinic. If you whisper us, we will see it, but only us, not the whole chat. You can also, of course, message a mod. Today in the chat, we have Aragwen and Kung Fu Fenris, who can pass along comments or thoughts anonymously. And of course, most importantly, the biggest tool at your disposal is that you can leave the chat or the stream. Obviously, we don't want to see you leave, but do prioritize your own safety.
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like we have like almost a script for the safety talk at that when I feel like every single sentence was slightly different.
Sometimes
It
we
really
try to
fucked
jazz
me
it
up.
up and then we get lost. It's like
Every time.
trying to add a little pizzazz.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know how to find my way
I feel
back.
like this time it was like, we don't want to see you leave, so sneak out.
So
No,
sneak out,
sneak
yeah.
out.
I want to
No.
fucking see
So
you.
Thanos, snap yourself out
No,
of there.
no,
man.
hang
Oh
on.
my
We're not
god.
telling you to leave.
No, don't leave.
But we love to watch you walk away.
Oh,
Like,
hang
oh no.
Choo choo.
Choo choo for safety.
Choo
Biggest
choo for
tool
safety, exactly.
is you.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh. Thank you, and thank you for the segue, John. I appreciate the.
Layup.
keep
We got
those
we got
balls
a
in
we got a
the
10 out of
air.
10 and a 2.7 out of 6. So divisive
Like somewhere in the 60s.
on the
You
side.
can't really. I don't think you can average those scores. It'd be a little misleading.
That
Yeah.
seemed like the exact kind of thing they put in a math exercise, though, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Trust.
Now you have to multiply the fractions. I'm like, no, fuck that.
No, I don't want. To.
I don't want to do
don't
that.
want
I
to.
don't like that method of solving multiplying fractions. I hate it.
A trained squirrel. I don't want to do math.
I don't want just any squirrel. I want to change.
Squirrel is fantastic.
Squirrel.
Normally this is the point where I'd be playing some jaunty music from the mobile game Threes.
Oh.
You may remember it. It goes like this.
Yes.
This is not a time for jauntiness.
Oh. Oh.
Just John.
Wish y'all could capture this view.
Look at your character sheets.
I'll set them on fire.
No, pass them to the right. Fuck.
Look at your character sheets and look how much experience you have. I want you to tell me how much experience you have to spend, not including any expenditures you've just decided to make.
Not including it.
Not include. So in other words, if you were planning on spending 6 XP now, I want to know how much you have including those 6 XP.
Oh, including.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
I have 10 XP.
23 XP.
Woof.
16.
This is your last chance to spend experience before the end of the assault on the hut.
Oh no!
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I gotta re up this. I
If-
gotta do something. Yeah.
You desire, you may have a little bit of XP debt if that is required for a purchase that you need to make. But you will not be allowed to spend experience from this session forward until the assault is complete, or you are dead.
How much would this be?
Wait, so, hang on. We can spend XP after we're dead.
Yeah, on a new character.
Yeah, fair. Okay. I would like to request XP debt. That would be pretty funny, Smitty.
Same.
How much XP do you require?
6.
2.
5.
5. Shit.
All of these will be granted.
Yay! Thank you.
XP debt works the following way. When you earn XP, it immediately pays off your debt. You cannot spend more than this.
Okay.
I'm also going to point out that this is you may not increase one thing twice.
Yes,
Fair.
that's super fair. Yeah, you can't go from 3 to 5 or whatever.
No.
That's
Eric, when the answer
Is
is
this
I
the
roleplay
correct
very
choice?
aggressively.
Is this the correct choice?
You can't see how fucking like smudged
What'd
it
you-
is.
what'd you get?
I'm looking at roll. I don't really. The two things that I was asking between, I'm just gonna do both.
That's a good idea.
That
Yeah.
does seem smart.
Fuck yeah.
But there's so many other things I
Thank
might
you for
need.
warning us. Some
Thank
people
you.
would have been like, "Great, you didn't spend it. You can't now." Like that would be mean. I appreciate it
And then you would go.
because I knew I wasn't going to.
This does mean that Flower of August, if you play your cards right, you will be correct in your predictions today.
It's gonna happen. Come on.
Come on. Let's do it.
Fists up.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah. What does Flower win? You know what? Message me. I'll find you a Steam code or something. I don't know. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Flower. Everyone's so happy
Oh,
for Flower.
good.
That's
The
nice.
BSDs.
Nice.
Kate, what have you purchased?
Melee 3, Brawl 4.
Delightful.
Elizabeth,
Strength 4, Athletics 3.
Whoa.
Scott,
Firearms 4.
Yeah.
That is all.
We're here to kill.
We are here. Yeah.
We're not here to make
Physical
friends.
skills and attributes only.
I was like, okay, or I could do neither of those and get a 10th gift. But I'm like, no.
I can't afford any more gifts to manage. I'm
Can't
already so
take any
confused.
more scares.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Well, you're doing the Ray thing of continuing to get more and more combat charms, right? Like,
Yeah.
Can't
instead
get
of
away
just
from
being
it.
like, oh, I'll get one that, like, lets me... Oop.
Flip side, if I get
it's okay. I was waiting for you to be finished. I didn't need to hold it.
oh,
up
we just
until then.
banter forever. You know us.
As we detailed in yesterday's session, you have access to one exceptional gift. The first time one of the 5 of your party dies during the assault, they will be revived. They will have all their health returned. They will have none of their willpower returned. I'm telling you this also to remind you that you had one particular ban placed upon you. Act against honor, and you lose this privilege. And I will not tell you if that has occurred. I'm telling you this because if you genuinely need to ask, you can. I don't want to put your character's life at risk just because. If you prefer to live on the edge, you don't have to ask. But I am also going to point out that this is a dangerous mission that you've decided to undertake, more so than the others that you've done so far. And so therefore, because you are also toying with the idea of death, this could be, depending on how you play this, the end of the campaign.
Shit.
Because if one of you dies, that's not necessarily going to be the end right away, but it does mean that the campaign will end soon. Remember that death in this game happens only if 2 things are true. 1, your werewolf's body is annihilated. There's a couple of different definitions of that, but annihilated. It has to be a deliberate act, or it has to be a real bad fall. 2, you have to consent. to it. I kept thinking of conceive. And
Oh, okay, no.
that's the opposite of death
Yeah.
in some ways.
So like an OOC agreement to IC death.
That is correct.
Okay.
So the power is in your hands as well as mine, because I must consent as well. What this means is that if you think that the story is best served by your character's death, it will happen. If you don't, it won't. But you may not like the alternative. No matter what, it's designed for the best story for all of us. So just because I've given you this power doesn't mean that now I'm telling you, well, all bets are off, dice as they fall. If you die, you die. Not necessarily. Just understand that this is what you have in front of you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you?
It was me like shuffling everything that I don't need is just going behind my right. I'm like, I
Nice.
don't look at that. Actually, you're right. I should put it further away, further afield. Where I'm going, I don't need these.
Now, do you have any questions before I play the recap?
No.
Macris overheard the spirals threatening the city's septs and their loved ones, encouraging the group to act quickly before their enemies can mobilize. Along with Sky and Apotheosis, the pack ventured into the Umbra and faced a trial of flaming coals. Then they met Phoenix, who interrogated their intentions, their honorable exploits, and their offer of shimonage. Finally, satisfied, the spirit accepted them as the Silver Pack and gifted them a powerful chance to escape death while on their mission, but only once. Armed with Phoenix's blessing, the Silver Pack began their assault on the Hive.
Spooky.
Tried to be spooky.
A little scary.
It's almost like you do a lot of this kind of talking in an interesting way.
Spooky voice acting is fun.
that like makes people feel things.
What about a spooky Mormon hell dream?
That too. Less often.
Oh, full playthrough of the soundtrack is now required in my life. That'll be tomorrow. Perfect.
Chat. This is also your chance to ask any questions that you may have before we begin. Because once we get into this, I'm not saying that we will ignore you, but they'll have things to think and worry about. To be honest, they'll probably want the distraction. They'll want you to continue to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
You take another week to prepare your feels?
I mean,
There's no brakes on this train, motherfucker.
Choo-choo.
as we've previously stated, you do have the option to leave chat under the stream if you so need.
Yes.
We will be sad to see you go, though.
What a liner.
What a liner. What an ocean liner.
What if you're
Incredible.
Guardian Spirits and Gifts of Secret
Unbelievable.
Well,
Aragorn
now I
is
wish that's what I did.
Are we
Pay to
playing
win.
Mario now? Like they're just delivering like
$100 to
Mushrooms.
bring us back. Not true. Not
oh
true.
my god.
No. Looks like Dante's about to die. What do you mean they left the chat?
All right,
They
time to
took money from the
time
stream.
to like put a little donation bar, donate to bring them back.
It's got like a that face on one end and like a yeah face on the other. It's
Yeah,
like,
how many revives can you purchase?
Oh
like
my
it's like
God.
Phoenix Downs, right?
Yeah,
You're going to the
Phoenix
shop for
Downs.
Phoenix Downs.
If he dies, he's
Zapplica-
Fucking else, Bluey.
Zapplica, here's the thing. There's no reason to have pay to win here. They've already won. They're sitting at the table.
Love it.
You've already won. You've sat down with us.
Cheers.
That being said, if Dante dies, it will cost you $20. If Troyan or Macros dies, it will cost you $40.
God damn it.
No, I actually qualitative. Yeah, that's fair. I will allow it.
Who's most likely to jump face first into a trap? Because it'll be good roleplay.
The man was nice. How was I to know he was a black spiral dancer? Sorry. So now I'm just imagining like little orphan Annie down here in the hive, and I'll be like, "Oh, hey there, buddy! Like, what are you, a little squirrel or something?" Fucking hell.
Puppies.
Puppies! Oh my god, it's
Please,
a
Dante Warbucks.
Daddy Warbucks. Oh, sorry, Dante Warbucks. Sorry.
Warbucks.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Won't you help me out?
Zaplica, we've toyed with that idea of doing something like that, where we say, okay, so if you donate, then it will be whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to take the agency away from myself or my players. And it's not that we don't like. I'd rather that you just make suggestions in chat and me being like, "Oh, that's a good idea," and then doing it. I don't want to feel beholden to anybody to do it because you have donated, and I don't want anyone to feel beholden to donate just because they have a suggestion.
Super fair.
There's nothing wrong with other streams that do it other ways, though. That it can be a totally cool way to play.
Character sheet when we're done the hive attack.
I love this. I love how fucked it is.
We'll frame that one.
This looks like a blood smear, which pleases
We
me.
all...
Wouldn't be the first werewolf character sheets that we've framed.
Yeah, we have mini printers, so I assume if you ever wanted another one, you would have said something.
It looks like an ancient artifact that you like unearthed from a tomb.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm obsessed with it.
I figured you would. You're the ones who have them.
It's true. And where are they now? I know the answer to that question.
The garbage?
Yeah, it might be.
The attic.
How dare you, Sablin?
The raccoon shed.
That's our garage.
That's their
Also
mansion.
fair.
And yet you knew exactly what I was talking about.
Of course I did, yeah.
They have penthouse
They
accommodations.
have not moved back in, to my knowledge.
Oh, good. That's good.
To my
Someone's been pulling down the softening, and it ain't us.
Probably squirrels.
Yeah.
Anyway.
yeah, Zoe lives in our
Zoe
in
lives
our garage.
shed.
Oh
Get
god.
out. Oh god. Alright.
Ready?
Turn.
Yep.
You've assaulted a hive before. It was a different game, a different universe, a different rule set. Don't think that this is going to be the same, because it won't be. You've assaulted a hive before, but it took you one game session. In and out, just like that. And you had friends. So did you have friends? Your friends are few in number here. The hive larger, wider, deeper. And the stakes much higher. More important than any modern fantasy game could give you. And who do you have? Each other. You've chosen two to accompany you, two who may complement you, may not. You've fought alongside them before, but not like this. True. You've had some recon. Remember the visions that you have been given. And remember what Macros has already collected for you before you started. The hive is here. And the advantages and disadvantages that you've already gained are here. I remember them. The question is whether you will take advantage of them. Don't hesitate to take a second to stop, think Think about where you're going. Think about what you might be doing. Think about how this could be better for you. Harder or easier. Remember that your goal is so important. But now consider whether it's worth your lives. How many of your lives? And ride that edge. Phoenix is with you, but only for this mission, and only once. But that's where you are. It's okay. Everything's going to be just fine.
Oh.
I'll remind you of where you are. You are from Bar Balthazar here. It is not very far at all. To get to
Somewhere along the water there, yeah.
I think
Just
it's-
south of the southernmost, quote unquote, south by the actual compass of the southernmost K.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's in that little nook, that point.
here.
Nice.
So, not far at all from Bar Balthazar to here. It's about, I would say, a 20-minute walk,
Mhm.
maybe. So not difficult. But you're now inside. How do I bring it up, Kate?
There's a button in the main zone, in the main, like...
There it is. It's just not where I thought it would be.
The reveal.
I flipped it after I made that, the revelation. Sewers used to be in the first section that showed up. Anyway, it's fine.
You've entered via the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
However, you did mention about a rite of rage.
Yeah.
This probably should have happened before you walked in. So I'm
Yes.
going to give you the option now if you wanted it.
Yes, please. I think I was kind of thinking about that and going, well, they know we're here. Blah, blah, blah.
You're all going to start this at Rage 3. If you want more,
Rite of Rage.
Yes,
Rite of
please.
Rage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I assume we would have done that before going into the sewers.
absolutely. What do I want to say? Dante is, he's fucking pissed. We all are.
Yeah.
And
Have
it's-
you recovered your willpower, by the way?
No, thank you. I will. No, thank you, but I will. I don't really have much to say. It's a rite of rage, the end result of which is to become murder machines, to become forces of violence against the corruption that we are about to destroy, rip and tear until it is done. I just feel like he maybe just says that over and over until they can start slugging each other.
Yeah.
Just like a glasswalker to just start quoting Doom over and over again until...
It does sound about right, actually, yeah.
Rip and tap, rip and tap, rip and tap.
Someone will have to remind me because I always forget with rights. I am adding rage dice for participants, if I recall correctly.
It depends on the rate.
Yes, I will check. I
So
have
what
it here.
page? Oh, you've got it.
I have it somewhere here. Page 181. The base difficulty is equal to the number of participants, which is 5. So I will not be opting to increase the difficulty by a further 2.
But you get an extra die from everybody participating.
Yeah, a rage
That's
die.
true. It's still the same issue. And I will leave it at
You're going to leave it at 1?
difficulty 5, yeah. I would love to do this, guys, but I also do not want to. I mean, we're going to suffer a. Well, sorry.
Glory intimidation.
And Flower, I believe our howls are still available to us.
Yes.
Mine is not. specific.
Oh, yeah?
I burned mine after my vision, which was tonight, from what I recall.
No.
Mine
Was it
was
not
your
this
vision.
morning? Was it not?
No, there was
No,
like
because
a-
Macros
Oh.
has done recon since. That was the
Yeah, we
following
did
night.
recon in the evening, then we slept.
Shit.
Yeah,
Well,
so
then
I
my
think you're
bad.
good.
Then I guess it is.
But if we did it now, we'd
100%.
probably blow our cover.
Mhm.
So we'll
Just some
save it.
hooligans down at the docks. Anyway, all right. Here
Just
we go.
howling in my toilet sewers.
Red Rage.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe it. It's not a brutal outcome. Can you believe
feel the love tonight.
I can. I can feel the love
You
out
keep
there.
those dice precious, my friend.
They are precioso. Folks, it is 5 successes. That's enough.
Do we all frenzy immediately?
No.
Start killing each other?
We can increase our rage by 1.
Rage!
Nice.
Can and will, baby. Rage.
How many dice did you roll?
I rolled 4, 8.
+4?
Yeah, 4 plus 4.
+4?
There's 5 of us.
I can't add to myself though.
What's your pool? What's your
4.
base pool?
4.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
that
really
makes more
shitty.
sense.
Yes, I know. It's actually kind of ludicrous. I wish my pool was 8. That'd be
Wow.
great. It should be. Anyway. It's gonna be hot.
It gets
in the
warmer
hive.
as time goes on.
In the hive.
Very well. So now all of you are at rage 4.
See.
The seething nature of it. I hope it's worth it for you.
Everyone's where you can bring out death dice.
No, every time I get up, it's because it's fucking hot in here, and I'm making sure that the fan works without making too much noise.
Yeah.
We may have to invest
Does your
in a better
computer
fan.
just rainbow when it's asleep?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Cool.
Sewers carry with them a certain amount of musk, odor. And here it's not so bad. It's strange starting something like this, but it's not nearly as bad as you would have thought. Now, 5 of you are there. You have just entered into the sewers, and you know that these sewers connect to the old sewers, the sewers that are not actually part of the Montreal municipal water system. The sewers instead that are beneath Pointe-à-Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying not to distract. Specifically, was trying not to distract.
Yeah.
There you are.
We need to find our way in to find our first targets before I mean, the plan is to move in as quietly as possible to start until we find things to destroy, and then it will be too late for them to escape. So I would be trying to stay quiet in the sewers.
And my vision was of pipes.
Yes.
I know where those are. Your visions, were they of specific spots?
Mine was of the power source.
Okay.
Mine was of specifically the number of Guru and spirits guarding a point I cannot see.
Okay.
So possibly the power source, possibly
be
like an entrance.
Okay. So just in terms of things like, oh, you obviously need to go to the elevator because your vision was of an elevator or something. Great. Just
That's
checking.
The pipes are key. I wrote.
Yeah, we definitely have to take their home advantage by fucking with the pipes somehow.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose Macros right away. Please. Even though, moving directly down there would be good, I think.
Macros will guide them to the Best point of entry.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you're directly underneath the museum, but just the outer skirts of it. The museum extends beyond what was left behind on the underneath.
Mm.
It's calm. It's almost peaceful. What time of day did you decide to go? It was the evening, if I remember.
That
but
sounds-
I don't think you ended. Basically, you waited until the museum would have been closed.
Yeah.
But you're not waiting until like 2 a.m.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. It's still winter too, right? So it's not like
Yeah, it's
sundown
like
is late.
5 p.m.
Dusk can't help you here.
Oh. Spirits can be, you never know. Just saying.
Spoken like a true theurge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in character. This guy.
Okay. You're headed now down towards.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a door. Just a large metal-clad door. It has no lock on it. By the time you're down in the sewers, there are very few needs to keep people in and out. Instead, there's just one massive wheel on the front. Submarine-style door.
Nice.
And there is a glyph that has been carved into the metal of the door itself. It just says peace.
Does it look new?
No.
Oh, good.
It looks like it's been there for a long time.
Would I be able to recognize if this was somehow imbued with, a bane spirit of some kind? Like a trap?
And check your penumbral
I
senses.
could.
Yeah, like
and
pass
will.
through this door and lose the ability to attack.
Or BP. Yeah, honestly. I would
That would suck.
absolutely love to do that, John. And I'll spend a willpower. We're starting early. That's what I like to hear.
Scotty WP. Let's go.
I don't think. Yeah, actually, I guess. All right. Five, 6, 7.
It's Troy banging on the
Fucking
door.
hell. 7 successes.
Fucking A.
Fucking.
In peeking through the other side, there's no particular thing on this door other than the glyph that you see. But it's fetid here in the Umbra. It is possible for you to cross the gauntlet here. Remaining in the Umbra in this area will be very dangerous to you.
Okay.
Normally, you have to spend 1 willpower for every scene beyond the first that you remain in the Umbra. Here, it's 1 per, including the first one.
Okay.
You also recognize that there is one spirit that is waiting and watching you. Phoenix is in the Umbra.
Okay. Panicked for a second there. Yeah.
However, it's a ghostly apparition of a bird that has already expunged all of its energy. Just a miserable looking ashen creature.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, I mean, that sucks for sure. Okay. So and in addition to this, the glyph does not seem to hold any special potency that I can see.
No.
Okay. That's good, I guess.
It's somebody who's just taken their claws and
Fucking carve that shit down. That's peace is a really fucked up thing to. Anyway, that's
Sure
okay.
is.
Dante returns and he's kind of gritting his teeth and grinding his jaw a little bit.
What?
The Umbra here, it's not safe. Not that we would try to escape into it. Not that we would. But if we need to use it, it's going to be difficult. We can't expect to step sideways as easily.
No, that's the gauntlet.
The gauntlet, sorry.
I'm telling you that being in the Umbra here is more taxing on your
Yes.
on your will.
Sorry, did
The
I?
gauntlet
I didn't
is
say that.
you said to go into the Umbra. That's the gauntlet.
Right.
That's a different thing.
Okay.
The gauntlet here is actually not so bad.
Because
You're
quite
basically in a cairn.
because we're close. They're rather the two worlds are close. I understand. Well, anyway.
The gauntlet depends much more on the weaver than the worm.
So entering the Umbra is easier, but staying in the Umbra sucks.
There you go.
Even once you cross over, it will cost you willpower right away.
Yeah. Existing in there sucks.
Yeah.
So these fuckos had pizza, if I recall, when they had you captured in here.
Yeah.
Do you remember what kind of pizza? Feel free to just say something.
Dominoes.
Hawaiian, the true worm pizza.
Worm-tainted pizza.
Dominoes
anchovy.
He's
lovers.
going to Uber Eats a bunch of pizzas to the museum.
Like how many pizzas?
Like 10 extra large pizzas.
And then we pop out of the pizza boxes.
No, just
No,
like a little
Dante.
distraction. And the only name that we have is that one fucko,
Ends of beginnings?
ends of beginning. So, Ed O. Biddings.
Ed O.
Ed O. Biddings.
Ed O.
Ed O.
Biggins.
Biddings.
Ed O'Biggins, do not take me for some conjurer. Gee.
It's not a beats prank. It's just a little, like, a little,
love it.
little side thing.
One of them might go upstairs. Who knows?
I mean, they got the pizza somehow.
Eric, when we went to the same place.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Sure.
Do Sky and Apotheosis seem ready?
Apotheosis seems distracted. Sky's ready.
Dante just leans in and just clasps her arm, not hard, obviously, just like. Are you ready?
Would I be here if I wasn't?
He searches her eyes, which I'm narrating for the podcast listeners. Okay, good.
Troyan reaches out for the submarine wheel
Thought she would.
and
I thought she would.
Cool. Strength stealth,
tries
please.
to fucking open it.
Ooh, stealth.
Oh.
Stealth.
Stealth.
Thank goodness there's one just down the street, Louis.
2 successes.
You've proceeded to level -1. I assume you're all going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're probably sticking together until there's an obvious fork, and then we'll reevaluate.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Gotta turn on my stuff.
Okay.
What's that label? My eyes are not good enough.
Conference.
Conference. Thank you.
When you step in, the door leads to a hallway, and the hallway is immaculate. White, fresh tile on the floor, the walls covered in fresh paint. Even the ceiling has been scrubbed, new light fixtures have been put in. It almost looks like a laboratory clean room. There are a few doors. One of them is one that you would recognize. You've been in this room.
When Troyan and Dante were prisoners here.
Hashtag taken.
Hashtag taken. Hashtag taken. Hashtag Liam Neeson.
Very particular.
Liam Macros, whatever.
Macros Neeson.
Do any of the other, because I presume that door doesn't, do any of the other doors have windows in them? Any way of looking through?
All of them do.
Ah, sick.
There's no one in the hallway currently.
Okay.
However, I am going to ask for one of you to make a wits awareness roll. The others can help.
Probably Mackie P.
I have 6.
For sure. I would like to assist.
I would like to assist as well.
You both have awareness?
We
Yes.
do.
Great, you are skilled.
God, I should hope
assisters.
so.
At this point in the
At this-
campaign, holy crap. It's like insight, too. I was like, I don't have insight yet? Good
Not
lord.
brutal.
Hey.
Six successes.
Okay. There are 4 doors in this hallway. One of them leads into the room where you two were held. That room still looks just as it did before. It's fairly squalid.
Prison, yeah.
It
Pink
has
and
a
shitty.
couple of chairs, some manacles that are in the corner.
We were, I think, maybe chained on opposite sides of the room.
Yeah,
or something. I
we
seem to
were,
recall
to the
we
wall.
weren't
Yeah.
necessarily
Wall.
able to talk and touch to each other.
One of the rooms is a staircase that leads up.
Right.
I feel like that's how we got out.
That's right, because we burst out onto the street, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
something like that. Into the museum, maybe.
One of the doors is dark. You can't see inside. The lights are off. You're welcome to shine. The only light that shines into this room shines onto what seems to you as a curtain. And the other is a conference room. Sitting in the conference room is one singular werewolf. One that you've met before, Ends of Beginnings. He's got a laptop computer that's up. The screen is facing away from you, so you can't see it. But he's just looking at it. There's an earpiece in one ear. He's speaking. He's dressed currently in a sports jacket, turtleneck. Seems quite calm. There's a cell phone on the table. There's 6 other chairs. All of this looks brand new, including the table. A conference room. A well-appointed conference room. A sideboard with a few jugs that aren't currently filled with glasses that aren't currently there. Plates with nothing on them. An odd place to have meetings, but there you go.
Very. I mean, Dante in particular is like, marveling is the wrong word because that would imply like awe, but just
Yeah.
definitely a horrified like, the fuck is going on down here? I would like to, in as low a voice as possible, because I don't want to spend 4 willpower on mind speak right now. Right now, but I will at some point. He'd like to communicate his plan to these guys. I want to take a shot at the phone while someone else gets him as fast as possible. Get in there. We ice him. We keep moving. I take out the phone. He's obviously in communication with somebody.
Or do we sneak past? And kill him on our way. No survivors.
No survivors.
Fuck.
Troyan literally looks like she can't believe she's saying this. What if he's the one we're supposed to save?
Phoenix didn't even seem to want survivors.
Phoenix asked for no survivors.
Yeah. Phoenix also said we had to save one.
No,
No,
to
we
try.
said
we were gonna.
You said that
Try.
you'd offer to try, and Phoenix accepted
It
this.
was like cool.
Right.
But Phoenix did not require it. Phoenix
Yeah,
said
it was like,
you must accept.
kill or save, no prisoners.
Oh, okay, fair. Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Thing is, you must accept an honorable surrender, but is there the possibility of an honorable surrender amongst any of them?
We don't know. We just don't know.
So, sorry, just to clarify, you want to take out his phone.
Yeah.
Do we have any tech we need functional?
If we're together.
Oh, good point. You've got that USB thing that bricks.
Because I could jam tech.
That's true.
So this could be a moment of Macros being like, I got the phone.
Okay.
If you're down, is Scott's good with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I have a list of like my shit. Does that last a scene?
A scene. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like permanent.
It's also a 30-meter radius, 20-meter radius, so she could also be like, you go ahead, I'm going to take this out or something.
No, I think this is okay. This is the right play.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that would take out his earpiece as well,
Yep.
Yeah.
which would be lovely.
And his lappy talker.
Then they would immediately know. that
If
something
he just
fishy
goes
was
down.
happening.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
that's
So as
what
long
we're
as
here to
we're good with that,
kill. Yeah.
yeah,
Knackers is like,
let's fucking do it.
get into position sort of thing, and then
A rule that Gemtech will affect the floors above and below you, but not further than that.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it won't take out the power source. So I'd
Which is
have to
presumably on
recast
level
it
4 or 5. Yeah.
if I was closer to it
If
again.
it's tech,
If it's tech. I mean, it takes out like winches and bike locks at the highest level. So,
it's like
but maybe it's spiritual. So
that
true.
well.
True.
I
Could be spiritual.
assume that this
Yeah.
is a very small thing, but I assume that there are stairs leading down somewhere on this level because we haven't seen it.
We can jump.
There must be some.
We can jump.
Because, this will fuck up any elevators,
Yeah.
but I don't think we were planning to use elevators anyway. Just that was the only other thing I could
A
think of.
tunnel. Over
it would be
Warren.
unlikely for them to have created elevators.
Yeah.
They would have
Yeah.
had to build it themselves.
Yeah.
Cool.
But we haven't. But that's a good point. We haven't seen a way down yet that I'm aware
It
of.
could be in the dark
Dark
room.
room. Yeah.
This is very blueprints. I'm loving it. God damn that game.
Okay. Dante is going to take up a position, sort of kneeling and braced with his gun trained on the, low, but trained on the door so that when it is opened, he can start firing.
Troyan presses herself up against the,
I'm scared.
the side of the wall so that anyone who comes out.
If you do this, they'll know we're here.
Good. There's only so long we can go before they find out. Let them panic, let them regroup. Let them flee down. We'll catch them on the way.
I yield to the Ragabash's expertise.
How long were we really gonna stay undetected? As soon as we take him out, chances are he's on the phone with all of them. Or with someone.
You'd always try listening in on his conversation.
I could.
You could?
You could?
Yeah. Streets. Or whatever it is. Street Stealth Stories.
I mean,
Or you
streets.
can just put your ear against the door.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
we
I'll
can
listen.
eavesdrop for a little bit
Did you reduce
I
your...
refunded my jam tech,
Okay.
for
but
now.
in Calabro.
For now, yeah.
Yeah.
So at first you hear that he's mostly just listening. The conversation on the other end of the phone is too difficult for you to make out. And then he says, "Okay, if you're sure." No, I already told you I'm not. It doesn't feel right. You're enjoying this too much. This isn't smart. We need to be smart about... Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll do it. And then he hangs up the phone. The clattering of keys. And then another v, 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 v. Picks up the phone again. What? I'll join you when I'm ready.
God damn.
I don't care. Your visions are worth shit anyway. Click.
This is when she'd probably activate it.
Trouble
Okay.
in paradise.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I'll spend it because I rolled shit, so I lost my willpower, so I'll spend it. And I'll roll the check. Resolve and honor.
So much for my lights.
Sorry. They'll come back.
Troyan just wants to listen to fucking Love Island BSD edition.
Love Hive.
That's 6
Love
successes. So computers, phones, electronics, cameras, engines, electrical, combustion, firearms.
That's cool.
Sorry, friend.
Don't worry about me.
Chemical
Wait, what do you
reactions,
mean?
Mechanical devices, including winches, bikes, and locks. All of it's gone.
You now can no longer get into any of the doors unless you destroy the door. That
Oh, no.
literally the
Like the knob,
knob
yeah.
doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So, I mean, we could just leave him locked in the
Yeah, he's trapped in a room.
Actually, no.
To be fair, an inclined plane is also technically a machine.
what, so I can't walk? Like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
What, did they just flatten out? Like, what happens? It's very good, actually.
They surely have ventilation down here, which is now
Oh, no.
pumping in oxygen. We're all fucking
God.
dead.
Yeah, let's assume that's okay.
You have... Oh. That was OOC.
You hear the sound of his laptop closing. All the lights, by the way, are off. You're now plunged into darkness.
I should have taken cat eyes or whatever it's called. Well,
You're here, aren't you?
staying quiet.
I just want to see what he says.
The sound of his chair rolling across a very smooth floor.
Shifting to Glabro.
I'm already in Glabro.
And you.
I had to use my...
Okay.
Second.
Fuck.
Fuck!
Yeah, I'm down 2. 2 for 2.
Not
This is
great.
why I was like, ready for rage, please.
How long is this last one scene?
One scene.
I don't know how many of there you are. I get it. I thought we could do this peacefully.
Macros is slowly inching towards the room that was dark with the curtain, what looked like a curtain in it.
All right, I'm going to have all of you roll your stealth, please.
Yeah.
And I guess...
Sorry, what stealth? Dex stealth?
This will be a dexterity stealth.
Thank you.
So that's a physical action.
Oh!
Oh no, but we get a penalty as a stealth in Glabro, do we? Glabro.
I think
No,
it's
that's just social.
No,
Yeah.
just social. Sweet. Did I?
Bigfoot, famously, hasn't been filmed that many times.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
That doesn't sound
What
good at
happened,
all.
Kate? They know we're here now.
Clang, clong, clang,
Okay.
clong. Fuck.
Successes for you?
3.
3.
Hi.
I was intending to go towards that room that was dark and curtained. So, if my
Auspicious beginning.
brutality is, wrenching the door open because it doesn't lock.
Brutality.
But maybe I just do something else that's really brute-skis.
I'm going to give you 2 options here. You are going to alert.
Yeah,
That ship has sailed. But
I'm dummy
either
thick. No, Macros is not dummy thick.
either the clap of your ass cheeks has alerted the guards, or the frustration of your gem tech being so powerful that it has made the doors impassable means that you will breach one door. I'll give you the option of which door that is.
So there's stairs up, jail room that had no light, maybe a curtain, and the conference room.
That's right.
I would like no light and curtain.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have to bust through the door himself, which will hopefully let him get out.
There
Yeah,
are
so
jaws
that's-
waiting.
That's the room I'm going for. The mystery room.
Okay.
Let's find door number 4.
Okay. Oh.
That's a room that's full of poison gas.
It's the like Pandora's box of spirits or whatever. Fucking hell.
Oh god.
You smash that door makes a distinct splintering sound as the hinges come loose. When you pull the curtain, or rather when you tear the curtain away, on the inside, now you can see there's flame in here. Now, Gem Tech, if we
148.
If we call up specifically Jam Tech. Oi.
Of your ass.
How thick do they have to be to like? No, you know what? Don't.
Sorry, what page?
148.
You just like not.
So Jam Tech
Not for now.
prevents fire from working.
Yep.
So this flame is not a chemical reaction.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Is everyone else following her, by the way?
I don't expect you to.
I feel like no. Troyan is at least staying near the door in case McGee either says something or tries to get out.
And I'm low to the ground, looking also at the conference room door.
Yeah.
Okay, then Sky is coming with you.
Oh, okay.
Time for a quickie in the dark room.
No, Sky doesn't want to leave somebody alone.
No.
Fair enough.
There's a spiritual flame that's at the center here. It's burning with a sickly green light, but there are pedestals lining this room.
Oh no.
The room is about the size of the room that we're in now, maybe a slightly larger, but only slightly. Enough so that this fire in the center of the room gives you enough room to be able to pass by it. But there are 6 pedestals in this room.
There were 6 chairs in the conference room.
The floor is carved. Carved with what seemed to be claw marks similar to the glyph that you saw on the door that you entered to get into the hallway. Each of the pedestals has got a glass-topped box over top of it, similar to like a museum piece. You can see that there's writing on the front of each one. But it's hard to tell what's inside. The fire is reflective, so you'd have to approach the pedestal in order to see what's inside the glass.
Do so. I approach one.
Here you see... Oh, roll me... You don't have a D6 on you, do you? Just roll me a D10.
But yeah.
Just roll again if you roll something higher than a 6.
That's a 3.
3, eh? Okay. You see that it's a name on a little nameplate on the front of the glass. It reads, Selma Steps Below. And on the inside, you see a claw, just a claw, that's laid on a pillow, a velvet pillow. Yes, Erwin with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gil actually has it correct.
Hyphen.
There's a hyphen. What do you think this is?
I'm gonna check out the next. It's gonna work. Counter to the spiral that whatever direction the typical spiral dancer spiral goes, I'm gonna go the opposite direction, but work my way around.
You don't want to accidentally dance the
superstitious.
spiral,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
That
walking
feeling
in a
when-
circle. Fuck.
No, but who knows? Maybe there's like a whole thing that if you like touch them in order or some
Yeah.
shit.
I've played video games. You gotta be careful. Super fair.
This one's name tag is larger. Do Song from Beyond.
You fuck nuts.
That's not cool. That's bad. That's
Oh.
much worse than
Trophies.
much worse than what I was thinking.
Oh.
I'm glad it's Sky with me and not Apotheosis.
Oh yeah.
What's in the box?
Yeah, what's in the box?
What's in the
A
box?
tuft of fur.
Oh my
Gain
god.
1 rage.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay!
Just Macros. Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to add.
Oh, it also mentions that he's a Gale Stalker. I'll point out the first one you did not mention the tribe.
Poor bastard.
Because they're a spiral spoken dancer. No.
Did mention. I should point out that Selma Stepswell was listed as an Arun.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Fucked up.
Oh my god. Let's kill everyone.
I think that was always the plan.
Stilts out the window, boys. Like stilts.
Do you investigate further
Yep.
into this one or into another box?
Another box. But there's also like a look to Sky.
What is it?
She like indicates.
She approaches, looks at it.
Oh god. If she frenzies, try to point her in the direction of the conference room.
Or the boxes.
Wherever the next fucking exit to the floor is.
Yeah, literally just
She's
like
fine.
down. Yeah. Okay.
Look, Sky, a closed door you can attack. Fuck.
Trophies, or are they honoring the dead?
She's gonna like gesture for them to fan out and each check one of the remaining ones.
The next one that you see,
Yeah?
Richard Heaven Sent. Theurge.
Can I confirm if scent is S-E-N-T or S-C-E-N-T?
S-E-N-T.
Okay, that would be it would be a weird pun, so I just wanted
The
to
dick smells like heaven.
Shut up.
What's in it?
It's a shoe. Caked with mud and flecks of blood.
It smells like. Sorry.
Really big shoe.
This one's empty.
Oh, oil. Oh, that's not good.
What's on the label?
There isn't anything on the label.
Trophies. Why 6? There are only 5 auspices.
Ooh.
Is it an auspice question?
Let's check the other 2.
Okay. Dusk, Flight Above Flames,
Yeah.
Silent Strider, Galliard.
2 galliards. What's in there?
Glasses.
Oh,
Her sunglasses.
shades? Fuck did they get those? Like off of her corpse, I guess, but like that's fucked up.
Zaplica, yes, all wolves have an auspice. It's determined by your first change's date.
But not necessarily a tribe,
Yeah.
because you joined them at some point. Your trophies.
Last but not least.
Yeah. Anyway, not there.
Also empty.
Ooh.
Oh my fucking god.
Anything else in this room other than this flame?
But this one has a name tag.
Oh.
Cleaves the Lie.
Ooh.
Silver Fang Philodox.
They knew he was a Silverfang. Wait, Silverfang is not the weird one. It's
Stargazer is the
right,
one that...
Right. Okay, so they didn't know he was a Stargazer. There we go.
Or they were acknowledging that he left
Yeah.
that behind and
Right.
taken
Yeah.
on the others. So it could be either or.
I will not curse Nordic Summer, Ellie Spot. I will not do such a thing. I will sympathize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't
I think
curse
you'd be
the
upset
gods we
if it
don't
wasn't
know.
Summer.
Yep.
This feels like a place of honor.
Cleves wasn't with them.
Do they count Cleves among their killed?
It looks like they were planning to. It's empty.
Yeah, confirmed. There is
Yeah.
nothing inside that case.
Yeah.
So, of the cases, you
Yeah.
have 2 cases for names that you do not recognize with no tribe listed.
Yep.
2, which are Dusk and Dew.
Yep.
We know them.
Old Dusk and Dew.
They died.
Yeah.
1 that is empty with no name tag,
Yeah.
although it has a place for one.
Yeah.
And 1 that is empty but has Cleves the Lie on
Yeah.
it.
That's interesting because 2 of them are confirmed killed by BSDs.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, as
Yes.
confirmed as we can get
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
Cleves was not,
Yeah.
to our knowledge.
Mhm.
Ah.
Unless shit went down that we didn't realize.
No, definitely
and
not.
then the other 2 we don't know.
No,
Yeah.
Confirming right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can confirm right now, you know that Cleves the Lie was not killed by Black Spiral Dancers.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
But if he wouldn't, technically,
God damn it.
God.
How many hidden
Dude,
realities
yeah.
does this man have?
Cool.
Feeling a stargazer. Sorry.
Jesus.
You hear the scraping of wood against ground. The door to the conference room is getting barricaded.
Dante nods and then realizes he cannot be seen.
I know you're out there.
Yeah, it was a bit of a crash and a crunch.
Is there any chance that we can talk? Neither of us are going to be able to get out to kill each other anytime soon.
Debating the llamas in Troyan's head. One
What
of
llamas?
them. Well,
Bloodthirsty and bloodthirstier? Like,
that's
what
true.
llamas?
I guess she'll just try to kill him. It sounds like he's putting chairs against the door.
The conference table against the door.
All right. I would like to attempt to shoulder check the door and open the door.
Can I do that sweet thing where we do it in sync so that we both like crash against it at the same time?
The door, unless the door is reinforced, Troyan alone has
Not
the strength
necessarily.
to just destroy the door.
Right.
It is kind of my thing.
Yes, that. Well,
But the door
I wouldn't want
is
to take that. From.
reinforced at this point,
Yes.
so you may want help.
All right.
Okay. I would like to assist so that we can.
All right, so
try to do
Troyan
some
lifts you
stealth.
and then just starts using your body as a battering ram.
Head first or feet first?
Head first.
What? I have
Heavy.
steel-toed boots. Clonk. Oh fuck! Clonk.
Steel-toed skull.
And a thick skull.
Yeah, apparently. Wait a second.
Go ahead and roll me your strength. You can add a die
Okay.
to help.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Don't forget, if you're in Glabro, then you're going to get an extra 2 dice.
Yes. So my plus 2, and it's strength. What? Sorry.
Just
Is it
strength.
Just strength.
Just strength.
So that's that. Plus 1, plus 2.
We got more strength than Brom. I don't know.
Do I really?
I think so.
No. 2, 3,
I think so.
3, 4 successes.
The door splinters, but it doesn't yet open.
I gear up to do it again.
I understand. This is after a few hits, by the way. Like it's
Okay.
it's one turn of attempts.
Kronk, yeah. What a waste, Savlik. I love it. It's so good.
I throw him so hard against the door he dies, and we have to res him.
Oh,
God,
man.
we've been in here 10 minutes.
Not even.
Not even.
I can't appeal to your better nature.
This is my better nature.
We can still talk about what we can do. I I find your lack of cooperation unfortunate. And now you start hearing coming from further into the room.
Coming from further. Oh, like he's trying to.
He's doing something on the inside of the room that you can't see.
Huh?
Trying to escape into the lower level.
I mean, maybe, eh?
At this point, Dante's just a bloody pulp. Like,
Well, once you get the door open, just like toss me on the table and be like, "What do you think I'm gonna do to you? He's my packmate."
And he's my friend.
Horrible.
Damn
when
it.
you burst in finally, because it's only going to take you one more success to get in.
Okay.
When you burst in finally, you can see that there is a hole at the far corner of the conference room, just vaguely as your eyes are starting to adjust to the dark and the latent glow of certain things. There's no one in the room at the moment, but there is a hole. The hole's big enough for one person to get through. It's located underneath what seems to be a hastily moved trash can.
Going in the hole.
Dante just
Wait.
She does.
It's asking for us to go in one at a time. It could be waiting for you down there.
Right. They already know we're here. So we look for another way down.
Or we make a bigger hole.
Shireen would like to start trying to make a bigger hole by ripping out drywall?
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing in the room?
Checking to see, like looking behind curtains, trying to see if there's anything else of interest.
All right, that'll be a wits investigation. A winvestigation.
investigation.
Trying to find anything lost or overlooked.
You no longer have that.
I'm.
Wait.
I'm
No,
still a
you're a
rank
bonar.
bash.
Yeah, fuck it.
A
Never mind. Go ahead.
bonar.
Yeah.
Or are you?
Tribeless.
You've been a black
Phoenix is
squirrel
like, you gotta give
dancer.
up your tribe. We're like, why?
Oh my god.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Oh my god, another brutal?
Yay.
This is iconic.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm kind of here for this. Ellie Spot, we're about to take a break, and so I will be very glad to give you a recap of what's going on during that break. But for now, I have another brutal outcome.
it's 2 per level. What the fuck?
I'll give you what's hidden in this room. But you are going to defile the pedestals upon which dew rests.
That doesn't feel respectful, or loyal,
Or honorable.
or just.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I just angrily shred a curtain and not find anything useful instead, or is that it? Like I brutal. That's what happens.
No.
Okay.
I'm giving you the option.
Yeah. No. I find nothing.
There's nothing here. Admittedly, there's impatience of dealing with a room
Yeah.
like this when you're supposed to be killing, ripping and tearing until it is done. We'll take these. Whether they're honoring their own enemies or not, they don't deserve to be left behind in a place like this.
Yeah. She'll take the glasses.
Okay. Dusk will take the tuft of fur.
Sky. Sorry.
Oh,
Hey, Dusk. I
Sky will
also
take
was
the-
just like,
Dusk is
wait, what? No
no
longer
Or
around.
is she?
Oh, Sky's been Dusk the whole time? Damn.
Oh, goddamn.
I still understag somewhere. We're like, oh no.
Oh no.
We never got her back.
Guys,
Hello?
Yeah.
I want to see a roller
Guys?
coaster.
Or at least the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, the roller coaster, the sun. That would be great.
Okay. We no longer have the advantage of surprise. It's going to be a few more minutes and then the technology will start to work again. This is the place where we can do what? Shore up our escape? Figure out if there's anything else on this floor that we need?
Yeah.
Trine's working on the hole.
I'll just go make sure that Sky and Macros haven't found anything too, I don't know, problematic. Fuck. You got away.
Just get a little question mark to be like, maybe here?
Question, where is it yet? Dante will turn and stalk back out of this, leave the conference room and head to where Sky and Macros are, looking at the green flame and the pedestals, 2 of which are now empty.
No exit here.
Well, now 4 are empty.
Right, yeah. What is this place? Memorial?
Macros turns to Sky to explain.
We don't know. 2 of these, they're not known to us. They may be spirals on their own. It feels strange that they would honor our own dead.
Are they trophies taken off of those who were killed? That somehow a spiral must prove themselves by killing a guru? I do not know why you would place them here in that way. Has any, I've just entered, but is there any change to this green flame at all, now that things have been moved from the pedestals?
Nope.
There's no, link, there doesn't seem to be a link between them.
Nope. You're welcome to investigate the flame if you want.
Yeah. I mean, Dante would be interested, especially if it's clearly not, chemical or mechanical in nature.
Well, it has to be, otherwise Gem Tech would have interrupted it.
Right.
Seeing as how Macros decided to pull out one hell of a Gem Tech and then brutal outcome their next 2 rolls.
Whoa! Yeah, Dante would be interested. This is not something that he's like, whoa, the whole case hinges on this one clue. Like, he's not gonna...
I mean, maybe it does.
Maybe it does. He is gonna... Yes, he is going to investigate further. I think what I would be interested in is there a link between the pedestals and the flame, and what sort of energy is causing this flame to burn?
Occult.
Occult coming in. Hot. Okay.
Brutal.
Not on a occult roll.
This is not a roll that you would want to brutal outcome.
No, not.
There are certain
Dante
things
just
that
sticks
I don't
his
mind.
hands into the flame to try to understand it.
Wonder what this one does. Oh,
He just has a skeleton
Yeah,
hand.
it's just like, I was going to say just a stump. Like, it's like
fucking hell.
full on. Like,
That's worse.
God damn.
It is 4 successes. Apotheosis is there as well, at least one. 4 successes.
There's a spirit here. It's a spirit. It's a worm spirit.
Okay.
Sorry, is it worm WYRM?
WYRM.
I was imagining it.
It is.
It
It is a spirit of destruction by flame.
yep, they did indeed get destructed by flame.
Oh.
And so maybe these were like offerings to it. Sorry. This is
No. This is good.
theorizing,
This is good.
sorry.
You have 4 successes, and so therefore I am compelled to give you slightly more information.
Thank you, compulsion. Yeah. Hey, that's me.
All right. Now, where is it? I had it. It was like right here, you fucking thing. Fucking thing sucks.
Oh my god.
Thanks. We could probably close the Dominoes page that you have open. I don't.
Okay.
That was a reference to something earlier in the episode.
So, there are such a thing as worm spirits that are not banes.
Okay. That makes sense, given that the worm is, important in the cycle. Many things, that's right.
Dwells in many places.
Mm-hmm.
So, as the guru interpret things, all banes are worm spirits, but not all worm spirits are banes. For example, a spirit of natural decay and a spirit of time-worn entropy are spirits that serve the worm's role, but aren't necessarily banes. Wise guru know the difference between spirits of the worm in its proper order versus spirits of the worm rampant or ascendant.
So this is not inherently. It is inherently
a bane.
Yeah, right. There we go. I was going to say worm tainted. It is, but not
It's a spirit.
tainted.
It is a worm spirit. It is definitely of the worm.
Right.
Does that necessarily mean that it is?
Right. To be destroyed, yeah. Would it be appropriate to surmise that these are then either, these are maybe offerings to this spirit, or that they were used as shimonage to summon this spirit here?
It
bind
seems
to this
more
place.
likely that this spirit is honoring those in this room. It's not being allowed to consume whatever is in this room. An offering to a decay through fire spirit would probably involve something being set ablaze.
I was going to say it would be decayed through fire, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, Dante shakes his head in sort of almost disbelief that there's it's some not even twisted. It is Sky. It is honor for these fallen. I know, and yet we know that there are spiral dancers here who believe strongly that they are in the right, that they are serving Gaia in their own
Serving their
way. Serving the way, exactly. And it is a very natural thing to want to honor those who have fallen, even if they were not.
Honor the one that they've killed. He spits.
Apotheosis looks up at Troyan as she also starts to help ripping up floor. And the lights go back on. Then it will become more difficult for us. So we'll have to go down while we still have the advantage of darkness. Won't be long now.
They already know we're here, so our best chance, unless there's another way down, is to all go en masse this way. Think the hole's almost big enough.
Yeah, it's not hard. You're very strong, and the floor is a floor.
And then, it's dark, so I probably can't tell much about what we'd be jumping or clambering into. Nice. Maybe it's like a laundry chute, just a nice fluffy bed of pillows would
At the
catch us
the
on
bottom.
the other side.
And a fluffy bed of guru. But, yeah.
So fluffy.
So fluffy.
I have pleasant dreams too when I sleep. You're looking forward to this.
Needs to be done. I understand why we waited as long as we did. There were more urgent matters that required our attention, but this needs to happen.
We can still reestablish stealth. Once we're down there, they won't know where we are if we keep moving.
I'm certainly down to try. Stealth is not always my forte.
I understand. We're ready.
I'll go get the others.
I'm not leaving you alone.
Okay, let's go.
Back to the two of you.
What does this give us?
It gives us a hint that there is a, however fucked up, sense of honor among some.
Yeah, and
Means maybe if we get a chance, the Theurge will want to talk. Maybe.
fair.
He kind of motions to the two, not bell jars, but like, that had Dew and Dusk's names. I take it that whatever was here, that you two
Yes.
have reclaimed. Yeah.
Feels like a shrine.
So then we'd best make sure that we bring these things back to our own shrine.
Let's just avoid the temptation to feeding others into this lane. Useful tool for destruction, but don't necessarily want to awaken some worm spirit.
There will be others who will join this room if we fail.
Yep.
So let's not.
We're not here to fail.
We only have a few more minutes.
Akra stalks off towards the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Probably running into Apotheosis and Troyan.
Bonk.
They all knock themselves out, and the end of the mission.
end.
I'm still around.
How long would you say? Another 2 minutes?
Sure. You found a way out.
Yeah, fuckface McGee escaped through a hole, so we made the hole bigger.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I thought they were all pieces of shit.
Apotheosis wisely suggested that we try to reestablish stealth when we go through.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the lights being off and keep moving.
Yeah. Let's go.
Why is there no natural way down? And why is it so unnaturally made up here?
There might be. The problem is that nothing here works anymore. We wouldn't even be able to open a trap door.
Even if we found one. Well, thanks for making our way down then.
What was in there?
A shrine.
To their victims. By fire.
Those fuckheads. And she does not ask any more questions, but turns on her heel.
They planned to get Cleaves, and they failed at that.
Good.
Took one thing away from them already. Let's take more.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Cracks knuckles.
Jumping down?
Aiming for the hole.
Break time?
Yeah.
Whole time.
Whole time.
Whole time, break time.
You know in Donut County, when you like fall down the hole at the end?
I love Donut
Sorry, the end. The end of each level, I should say.
There are so many of my punchy quotes
Want anything? Need anything?
about like
I'm okay.
Kate, jump in the hole and stuff
Get in the
like
hole.
that. Get in my hole. Things like that.
Whoa. I'll also be getting up in a moment.
That's fair.
But I, thought it might be nice to have a bit of company.
Ellie Spot, do you need any more?
Yes, it looked like there was a good amount of context
Gil's
provided.
on
Thank
it.
you, Gil. Yeah, honestly. I guess I should have expected that the hive wouldn't just be like, there's tunnels, it's slimy, and there's evil creatures inside. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey.
we're not down there yet, I know. So.
Some hives might be very much like that.
It's true. Hashtag not all hives. But we don't know. We haven't been.
Not yet.
Not yet. I guess I'm just saying I should have expected the unexpected.
Yeah, I should also have dodged the bullet that was going to hit me.
I should have also performed the impossible task. It's true. Excellent. Well, Spot, I hope you are enjoying the Nordic summer despite what you had mentioned earlier about bedtimes and lack thereof. And thrilled to see you.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either all night or it's all day.
I've never been I have not been much further north than where I currently live. So I've never experienced what people sort of closer to the Arctic Circle refer to as those kinds of extended daytime hours or nighttime hours. But I can imagine it would really mess with your circadian rhythm and just fuck you up. I'd love to because I think it'd be really cool. And I often have to remind myself that where I live is not that far north.
Blackout curtains and good lighting.
Yep. It would be, right? Oh no, snowsuits. Woof.
The shortest day skip when we're at about 8 hours.
Yeah. I'd say in the depths of winter, we usually get about 8 hours of day. But of course, also the sun is kind of often shitty. It's not often bright anyway. It's not great. Yeah, it's about right.
It's about 8 hours and 30 minutes is our shortest day here in Montreal. It's our longest day is the opposite, 16 hours and 38 minutes of daylight.
Yeah, exactly, more or less, Sablica. Although, maybe this is just a facet of being the age I am as well. But I'm finding it much harder to Maybe this happens every summer and I forget. But when the sun starts to rise much earlier, I'm just I'm awake at 6:37, whatever it is. I survive because the light makes me okay with 5 to 6 hours of sleep in the summer. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting at least, Spot. Although it seems more intense for you. I'm gonna get some water. Yee. Oh yeah. Get that sparkling water.
Can I hand this to you if you're headed to the kitchen?
Yes, of course. Am I?
For podcast listeners out there,
He's tired.
bottles of water.
Yeah.
Hey.
You've not been much further north than here, have you?
Yeah. No, not really.
I've been to Quebec City.
I have not. I should at some point. I'm gonna use the bathroom actually while we're on break. So sorry to leave you all alone, but goodbye. Get her done.
It's nothing to scoff at, Zablica, but at the same time, Montreal's the kind of place where you'll get a lot of people who underestimate the extremes that we have, but also we are not necessarily a place of extremes. We can get quite cold, and our cold is a humid cold because we are close to a water. We're an island. So when it gets cold here and the wind blows, it can really chap, really chap. That's one. But you also have humid summers here. So while it can get pretty warm here, that warmth also is accompanied by humidity, and the humidity is pretty bad. It's not the worst, but it's not the least either. And it's not the worst heat, but it's still can feel quite warm. So unlike a heat that you might encounter in, say, desert, it's a heat that is kind of difficult to shake off because you have to exist with that dampness that just clings to you. We're roughly the same latitude, but not quite, right? So we have extremes, but not extremes, and it can throw people off. We've had visitors who have been pleasantly surprised by the fact that we don't, live in a perpetual sub-zero atmosphere. And we have had visitors who were not as pleased to discover the various climates that you can find in and around our little home.
It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. Oh yeah, Ellie's pod, your hair was like living its best life.
Yeah. Kung Fu Fenders, it's not that, we complain all the fucking time. Don't worry. We complain because we can compare ourselves to Toronto, which in general has a much nicer climate than us. Well, not much nicer, but somewhat nicer. They can still get pretty humid in Toronto. They have Lake Ontario right next to them, so.
It's true.
Their winters are much more mild than ours. The thing is, all you need is a couple of degrees to really make a big difference when you're hovering in the freezing temperatures.
Yeah.
They don't get nearly as much snow as we do, for instance.
Scotty,
Yes.
before you enter fully, could I ask you to put this on the charger next to in the guest room? Thank you.
I believe the furthest north I've been is actually Kamloops. It's about in line with Calgary. And all of that section of Canada is a little further north because of the way the shape of the border goes. So yeah,
When were you in Kamloops?
when I was 12.
Oh.
Thank you.
Water buddies.
Into the unknown.
Ergwin, it's possible for you to get snow down there.
I should ship you some.
Don't forget Vancouver weirdness if you're feeling spicy.
Kamloops is north of Vancouver.
Yeah. Oh, the TV place.
Gwen, be
Every
careful.
alien planet.
Be careful what you ask for,
actually,
because
though.
lots of snow is
Careful.
nice in some places, and it's distinctly a pain in the fucking ass.
It all depends if the infrastructure exists to manage it.
Yeah.
That's why Montreal can deal with generally more than other places because we're used to it. But Toronto or like I remember New York got a shit ton recently, or like
Yeah,
in the
this
last few
winter,
winters.
I can't believe you'd use the
And everyone was
dirty
like,
I word, Liz.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Infrastructure. You know.
That is a dirty word.
I'm not familiar with Forever Night.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
familiar either. But I do like things set in Toronto. Well, I like anything that's set in Canada.
That's right.
It thrills me a little bit. Ooh. Out of my way.
I think we've just lost our RPG cards.
Oh,
What?
no.
Oh, Forever Night is a television
Yeah, I was
show.
thinking it was be like a movie of some kind.
It's a Canadian television series about Nick Knight, an 800-year-old vampire working as a police detective in modern-day Toronto.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
No, it's
Racked
literally-
with guilt for centuries of killing others, he seeks redemption by working as
By
a
being a
homicide
fucking
detective
cop?
on the night shift while
Sorry.
struggling to find a way to become human again.
The night shift and his name is Night.
Yeah.
Well, because he's a vamp. You understand.
Okay. Night with a K.
Well, his name is Knight, K-N-I-G-H.
I know, but okay, who wants to do a watch party on Discord? Thank you.
I'm in.
There's
all- that's
there
all
are
we need.
70 episodes.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
better
gonna
get started.
I'm gonna pitch you on one, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay, cool. Done.
All right, we're in.
We are currently
hole.
Donut County falling down the hole. I presume it goes down for all the levels.
Ready?
I hope we just keep
Fucking
on
hell.
falling.
Night shift. Nice.
All of you are jumping down the hole at once.
Well, I mean, I think probably
Maybe in pairs.
Probably in pairs. Yeah, I imagine.
We do 2, 1, 2. That way no one's ever left alone. You know, it's the whole
Oh, the one has the
fox
thre-
and the
okay, I
sheep in the
understand.
boat. Anyway.
Roll me your dexterity athletics. Difficulty here is only 2. Only 2.
I have.
The floor to ceiling ratio here is quite large, so it's a drop, but it's
Right.
not a.
Remember that we're in Glabros. We have blessed 2.
Thank you.
I also have a specialty in climbing. I always
not
ask.
climbing.
It never.
It has.
Rarely applies, but yes, I need to ask because I would hate it if I didn't ask.
That's a lot of small numbers, but they aren't on my
Rage dice.
reach dice.
So
We
close.
are going to reroll a few. Is that?
Good. Okay. Yep.
Better. Okay.
Did you all succeed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then isn't that what matters?
Oh,
I don't.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. I hope so.
You drop down. You hit the ground. The ground here is different. Where before up above it was tile, here it is stone. Stone and dirt. In the air here, there's a slime. And you can feel that the temperature has gone up by a couple of degrees. Not enough to be uncomfortable yet, but definitely warmer down here than it was just above you. But now you can't see anything, which means I'm going to need all of you to roll a awareness. Your difficulty is going to be 4.
Okay, and do we have
No bennies from being
no bennies, but no
penalties.
penalties?
No,
Just
no bennies,
social.
no pennies. That's right.
No
That's
bennies,
right.
no pennies. Oh my god.
I'm taking that. It's fine.
No.
I'm holding off. Well, yeah, I think we're holding off on announcing until we've all rolled, just to avoid. Okay,
Okay.
Go ahead.
4 successes.
4 successes.
5 successes. Thanks to rolling a 0.
We're mole rats.
When you land, you're relatively sure that there's no one else in your immediate vicinity, but also the room in here has a strange echo. Normally, natural rock and stone diffuses sound, it diffracts it because it's not flat. Here, there is flatness.
How large is the space that we've landed in?
I don't know.
Can't tell. Can't see.
It's completely pitch dark. There's no source of light at all. What light do you have?
Well, currently none.
hearts.
Yeah, the light in our hearts.
I don't know. Maybe Dante just has to like open his eyes real wide, twinkle a little bit, light up a room.
Even if I had a flare or a glow stick,
Wouldn't work.
they wouldn't work. I don't know why I'd have a glow. Well, whatever. For spelunking, I suppose. If I start sort of edging my way out, I'm trying to make sure I don't fall into nothingness.
And then you hear, "No, please!" And then, boom. And the sound
The fuck?
of a door just slamming against the door jamb.
What direction and whose voice do we recognize?
North.
The voice?
It was Ends of Beginnings.
Do you think they left him in here with us?
Maybe.
Or took him? I don't know.
And then you hear from the other side a much louder, although muffled now, voice. "You wanted to negotiate, so negotiate." And then the lights come on.
So much for stealth.
Kill him and we'll find stealth again.
Truth. Facts.
You are now on floor -2, also known as the cistern.
Ooh. Okay.
Sister.
Deep cut for the RPGClinic community.
The unhinged nature of my laugh defined just how deeply that hurt me. The thought of like that being what the cistern's gonna be like.
Yeah.
Hello.
God fucking damn it.
You are in a room now where there is a massive vat in the center of the room. Normally, vats contain water. That's what a cistern is for. It's a water storage container. But here you can see that there's pipes, not the same pipes that you were referencing, that are on the ceiling that stretch down. The hole that you made and that you jumped through did not intersect with any of these pipes, which is why, you didn't land, and Dante didn't land with his thong,
Or Propeller Man, clong.
yeah.
Is it full of chocolate? This is a really.
But instead, the water that's pouring into this vat, it is not quite water. It comes with an ooze, a slime to it, a viscosity that doesn't quite meet it. It is dark without being black. It is rank without being poisonous. But on the other side of the vat, you can see that up against a door is Ends of Beginnings, who's now turned around and his back is to the door and his hands on either side as he realizes that now it's possible for them to wrench the door's lock shut. And he's trapped in here with you. Please, no. I don't. I wanted to find a way for us to work together.
Dante points at the horrible sludge flowing into the cistern. Corruption. The dishonor of leaving your packmates behind to be brutally, senselessly slaughtered? Can't work with you. Our goals nor our methods are aligned. Who the fuck is this anyway? Dante never met the man. I just realized.
Oh.
Someone so keen to talk. Unless your words make the form of an honorable surrender, we're not interested.
I'm not surrendering to you.
She starts advancing on him.
I'm asking for you to talk. That's it. You'll have plenty of chance to destroy me.
There's nothing to talk about. You can't take words to your grave.
What could you possibly do with the talk if you're willing to be destroyed thereafter?
That's a better way to say it. Yeah.
Because I don't want to see the mountain die.
And how can your words change that fate?
Because I can work with you. We can work with you to make sure that we don't lose it.
So then you are trying to not be destroyed.
Yes. When was that ever in doubt? I have no need to die by your hands or anyone else's. Not now, not here.
But you are willing to surrender.
Because I'll still fight to defend this place. If you choose to be enemies, then you are my enemy, and I will take at least one of you with me.
You don't see that what you stand for is what undid the mountain. That the corruption is what hollowed it out, is what created the destruction, is what stripped it of life. You are the reason that it is dying. If you wanted to be part of the solution, you would have already been part of the solution. This, he again references the fucking sludge behind him, is not a part of the solution.
Your comrades were given the choice to help on the mountain. They chose not to. They chose to instead kill to feed your little fucking shrine.
You've been to the House of the Fallen. At this point now, you are close enough that if you wanted to make a rush at it, you could enter combat now.
I'm seriously considering it, personally, but yeah.
I like to think that Troyan has been advancing this whole time.
Oh yeah,
She has been.
sure.
You
Yeah,
said that you were.
But I don't.
It's a large room.
I do want to let talking happen if folks are keen to talk, so she can pause and just kind of breathe heavily, sort of thing.
Yeah, you're counting the list of things that Phoenix.
Exactly.
You're like, shit. Is this
just
Carry
is this
the one.
that's still honorable? Bing, bong, bing.
Yeah, she's not going to talk to him.
Convince us. Quick.
What if there was a way that I could guarantee you that we would leave your cairn alone, but that we could get the mountain back to the way it once was?
I wouldn't believe you.
Then we're going to have to take the first few steps of diplomacy.
What? Like finding all our loved ones and holding them as hostages against us? Is that diplomacy? I heard your fucking plans. And she I feel like she'd slam her fist into a wall, really close to him.
Oh, if you're that close to him.
I guess no, then just whatever wall's close. She's
Into Dante.
if
The
we're
sister to
approaching
the wall.
Wall.
Not the sister.
But yeah, if he's at a door, there must be a wall near it. So, wall.
You came here to kill all of us. I don't think that us trying to find ways to protect ourselves is all of that off base. You are here to kill all of us, right?
Because you fucked with everything. You fucked around. Now it's time to find out.
Let's go.
Strange thing is that I couldn't find out who your loved one is. I couldn't find anybody that I could attack that wasn't already on our list.
Big toothy grin.
Couldn't find anyone for trying either. She's already dead.
Unlovable.
Never thought that would be something to brag about, but apparently
Here we are.
You, Dante, you haven't done as good a job. But I should tell you that we didn't have time to execute on the plan. Your sister and your friend Trace are both safe. You can call them now to ask if you want.
No.
You're really not making the case for your survival.
I'll take your word for it.
No. But I have distracted you long enough to get my friends in here.
This is gonna be an attack action.
Yeah, here we go. This is gonna suck. All right.
Feel free to also participate.
worked.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it worked.
Oh, yeah.
As all of you are in here.
Fuck this asshole.
Oh, what if the...
Because all the doors are open again, so they can
Pouring out of the cistern,
Yeah.
The sister?
Yeah. Sludge monsters, maybe?
water just opens up and starts flooding out into the room. Now, the cistern is quite large.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not going to drown you. I mean, I assume also all of you know how to swim. But there are floating bits of debris in the cistern, garbage that has been collecting, fetid, putrid garbage that has been possessed by the Ratozi. Banes of pollution, environmental despoilment, and natural ruin.
Sheesh.
Makes sense that garbage are the only ones who would consider themselves friends with you, if I may.
I mean, you can.
Get off one sassy remark before you're fucking annihilated by this horrible monster.
Haha, these are your friends. Unlovable.
Unlovable.
Yeah, I feel like she'd take one swipe at him and then turn for the ooze stuff and you're the single target queen.
Yeah!
And can I get
You're
the-
multi-target queen.
Yeah.
Can I get the spelling of Dratotsi? I feel like I
Drattosi.
Yes.
Drattosi.
Is this similar to the Bane Spirit that I faced with Zach and Roadnash? Because that was... I think it was.
Yep.
Similar, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that was just one.
Can I use my experience there to help with this thing?
He's good at climbing.
There are two.
I think we're in trouble.
Alongside one black spiral dancer, combat is beginning. Round one.
No.
Fuck me. Garbage beasts.
Round. Actions.
I had already declared that I was going for a swipe at him, so I'm going to stick to what I said.
All right.
And then I will turn my attention elsewhere.
He'll happily do the same.
Sorry, Mike.
Oh, I gotta get my phone. What was I thinking?
Oh,
Oh, there you go. You give it a little boost. Little boost. Boost.
Gave it some juice.
Juice it up. Little darling, juice it up.
Where are you, buddy? Here you are.
There we go.
What did you increase any of your combat stats?
Strength, you bought.
Strength and athletics.
Great. So strength will apply. I will correct that.
Thank you so much, Kate.
Front.
Your Drachatsi has an attitude, Kung Fu
So you're at strength 4 or 5?
4.
Okay.
It wasn't stronger than Macris, or as strong as I should say.
All right. Round.
Great. So yeah, I'm clawing him in the face.
Could
or
I
don't-
gain a rage at his shitty little monologue and subsequent, like, smug, oh, I distracted you?
Yeah, or
Is that reason enough to get pissed? If not, that's fine.
No.
Cool.
I think you were kind of expecting it.
You're not wrong.
Just before you reveal, because he's going to attack you.
hashtag shitty little monologue.
Hashtag shitty little monologue. He didn't monologue.
Oh,
He was answering your questions and begging for his
That's
life.
That's true.
All right. Let's throw down me and Macris.
get him.
He's going to shift to Krenos, by the way, right off the
There.
bat. So let's just.
Okay, then I will spend the willpower. Thank you for that information.
Oh, he made both of his rolls.
Oh, shit.
Keeping
We're
that
bugged.
rage.
That's bad.
Literally nothing. Oh, it happens.
Ooh.
Why are you doing this to me? There we are. Okay. Successes?
So,
Suppose I should count mine, huh?
I mean, you could just round up or down. I should say.
So we tied. We're each going to do
one threshold.
one threshold's worth, which means that you are going to take, because in Krenos form, claws are +3.
Yep, so that's 4. He's clawing, not biting.
He's clawing you.
Yeah.
However, he also has razor claws
Oh.
because he is in Krenos, and that is an automatic. And
Nope.
Piece of shit.
let's make another rage check.
He's got this.
Excellent. Okay. Here you go. You are going to take 3 superficial damage.
Macris.
That's including the halving.
Did
You may
have
not heal it.
That's bad.
That bitch have Callie's scar.
Yep.
That piece of shit. He's
Get him.
copying all my gifts.
Get him.
Oh no.
Troyan, of course, is an ancient. It's like.
I did it first.
Troyan means beginnings of ends, so his name is in fact the opposite.
However, he doesn't have as much stamina as you do. Well, he's in Krenos, so he is.
Yeah, he's got to help.
I love this.
Okay,
rose.
so there's that. What is your action?
Okay, so I activated Raging Strike. And now I'm going to attack with my clawsies.
Okay.
Also lunging at his throat.
Well, he doesn't
Claw
get
first.
nearly as many dice to roll to defend against this. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
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 Okay.
Catches Macris's hand. The head explodes backwards. Oh god.
I hope this is enough. 7.
3.
Oh, good. Hold on to that willpower, babe. Come on.
Yeah. You only get so much.
Okay. Damage? While you're figuring that out, Dante?
My question is whether I can attempt to banish one of these spirits. It's possessing objects rather than a creature.
Banishing spirits is a right.
There is a gift.
Oh, do you have
Banish
it?
spirit, which I have.
Okay.
It banishes it from a living creature. This is possessing garbage. So
Yep.
my question is, can I try?
You can. It would
try,
mean
it's
that
a
it would
fate.
lose its physical form.
and be pushed into the Umbra.
No.
Like, away. I mean,
Does the gift say specifically that it gets pushed into the Umbra?
the spirit is forced to abandon the object and retreat fully into the Umbra.
Oh, well, then you can try.
If. That's what I'd like to try.
Beyond threshold, I don't have any gifts activated to do anything additional than what claws normally do in Glabro.
Yeah.
Glabro also, yep.
So I guess 4?
'Kay.
So that's 4 threshold?
Great. Scott?
Yeah, let's go for it. I am rolling against the difficulty, the power of this spirit.
Yep.
Whatever that is.
Its power is
Maybe I should find
8.
that before.
Oh, don't test me.
If I'm
no.
already rolling my dice, am I committed to this?
Yes.
Okay, let's fucking do it.
You've learned what its power is, so that's something.
That's definitely true. Yeah, he's gonna go, huh?
It's your
Oh, my body.
3, 5, 3.
Okay. If I roll enough 10s, I can't. I need to try to up my successes just in case something horrible is gonna happen to me.
That's 9, 10, 11, plus 3. Yeah, that makes sense.
1 success, like absolute trash. All right.
Well, then, even if it was a power of 2.
Yeah, I feel like it's a get
Did
thee
you
gone.
literally spend willpower to try to get one more success?
Well, to try to get more successes. Yeah, I wouldn't have made 8, obviously, but I was trying.
Then why did you spend the willpower?
Because I was worried that there'd be you failed by X, so I was trying to fail by less.
Is there that in your gift description?
I was worried that you might have added it.
No, put your fucking willpower back
Oh,
up.
thanks.
Dante!
nice.
Don't start trying to just be like,
I'm worried that there's consequences for failure.
I think we're
there are
experiencing
consequences
that.
for failure, which is it's not failed, so it's going to fucking hurt something. But getting more successes on your attempt to banish the spirit is not going to change that outcome. Instead, it's going to attempt to attack Apotheosis.
No. All right. Well,
Seriously, that many dice? Ooh,
rip and
boy.
tear until it is done. I guess. Let's fucking do this.
Okay, well,
Made of
that's,
garbage, and as we all know, garbage has weak
that's a lot of dice. Here we go.
bags. Tear.
Okay.
Sludge than anything.
One of the Dratosi goes forward and just starts enveloping all of its garbage. It's like wound pipes and its barbed wire that it's accumulated and just coalesces around Apotheosis. Apotheosis is now grappled. Apotheosis is going to attempt to get out of it. She fails. Sky. Sky and the other monster manage to entangle themselves, but she's not bound. But she's now acknowledged the other monster at this point. So that's round 1. We have Apotheosis is currently grappled. So with one of the monsters, it's going to start doing damage now after each turn. The other monster is with Sky. You failed your gift. The two of you are in combat with Ends of Beginnings. Round. Start with you, Macros.
I'm just trying to decide if I stick here with Ends of Beginnings and we both finish them off and then turn to help. Because there's 3 people over there for two spirits, so it feels like we stick together on
I'm
this.
kind of thinking, because that it means that he's got a worse pool to deal with one of us, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, crush 'em.
This is how the two of you work. Dante goes off and does something else, and then the two of you beat up on something.
And then when they're done, they come over and bail me out.
Am I
So that one
going
time,
for it?
oof, with Brandon, that was heavy.
I think I'm going for it.
Yeah.
We're not giving him a chance, right? Right, Frond?
Oh, God, no.
Okay. I'm switching to the dagger. Pull
Oh
it.
God.
Yay!
Okay. Shit just got real.
Times they be a change.
Clave.
Okay.
No, I'm dropping a die. That.
This Clay's gonna need a name. Like earn one by the end of
Yeah.
Ends of beginnings of ends.
or ends of ends of beginnings.
Ends of beginnings. That's right. That's better.
Ends of ends.
EOEOB.
Your claves in my end.
Ugh.
Okay. Still in Krinos and is going to attack you again. Get off. Oh, gets an extra 2 dice this time though.
Survey says. Oh, that wasn't a success. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay. You're on deck.
Get him. No, I have the silver butter knife. The weirdness.
Spread his innards on the floor with a butter knife.
Spread. Ugh.
Well played.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
7.
Ah!
Oh my god, Zevin!
That's 1 threshold
One
success
threshold
plus your clave.
Clave is 2 plus 2 damage aggravated, so that's 3 egg. Silver.
Well, he's going to gain rage from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But he attempted to bite you. So you can feel the gnashing of his teeth. And when he opens his mouth, you see that his teeth are all curved outwards,
Ugh.
splayed this way.
Ah.
So,
Extra painful.
yeah, and his tongue has ridges on it. The kind like if a cat was this big, they could actually like lash skin off.
Yeah.
But despite its fetid breath, you managed to back it away enough with your silver. Troyan.
So same thing. She's doing another claw attack.
Okay.
That's. Oh, wait.
It's what? Sorry.
I was just gonna wait till you rolled.
I'd rather you just say because
Yeah.
it'll keep us going. Go for
Okay,
it.
5.
Oh well, I rolled 2.
But
Why do I always roll shitty when it's one person?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 threshold.
Okay. Well, it's sucks for him, I guess. Scott.
yeah, I'm going to obviously abandon my the course of action, which was to try to banish the spirit. Rush over and to the spirit that's enveloping Apotheosis. Bodily slam it to try to help her get out of the grapple. I'm attacking.
It's going to try grappling you too.
Let's do it. Oh no. Edo Baggins.
Edo Baggins.
Am I still rolling strength brawl then? If I'm attacking
Yes.
or if I'm resisting a grapple? Okay. Now this is going to matter. This is very much going to matter. Got a brutal outcome. My.
Yeah, you're trying to hurt it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Then this is good. Okay.
If it was a purely defensive roll, then it would fail.
Right.
But you're
But
not.
I
You're
am
trying to hurt it.
trying to tear it off of Apotheosis.
Yep. So go ahead and tell me what you've done.
Brutal outcomes are plus
4.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's what I remember. Great. That is 8 successes. Dante is pissed at the garbage. He's picked up too much garbage in his lifetime. He's pissed.
As you run forward in your blind fury, slashing at it with your claws,
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
You can feel what it feels like, a combination of sewer water and a globule of fat that has grown way too large for its own good wrap around you. You are now both grappled.
Okay.
Apotheosis is going to try to break free.
Shit, dude.
She fails. Okay. I'm not telling you what Sky does because none of you are looking at her right now.
That's correct.
Round.
Okay.
She quietly dies and is resurrected, and none of us notice. God damn it.
Encore une fois.
More of the same for me, too.
This time, however, Ends of Beginnings is attacking Troyan.
Cool.
Get him.
Which means, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'll just roll the defense for
Yeah.
you first. Successes?
6.
Woo.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad for me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 threshold.
So 2 plus 2 is 4 egg.
Fuck.
He might be in trouble.
This happens it all happens at the end of the round. Like it isn't
Yeah, it's not
staggered.
11 successes.
Why, yay.
Okay.
You want to save that, or can we bank this roll for later, please?
I'd like to kill him twice, if I may. That's an
You do
option.
need to annihilate him. The corpse.
12.
What? The fuck?
Damn it! Well, at least I get a range.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Take.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Like biting and tearing and whatever.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 aggravated damage. You may not heal it.
Okay. Boy. Damn.
That was a really good roll.
That was a really good
That was a really good roll. But
Only 2 ag. Instead of yeah. This was.
you're
how much?
flanking somebody else who's now
Did
flashing
4 or
silver.
something, right? This is good.
Yes. To see. Oh shit! How much willpower do you have? Okay, Scott.
Yes.
Take 1 egg.
Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay. Ow.
Now let's go.
Yep. I'm trying to break free in a blind.
Go for
fury. In a blind fury. Oh no, that won't do at all. That won't do at all.
I'll let you figure that out.
Thank you. Here it comes.
It's for night and day.
Fine. No. 5 successes.
You will not succeed.
That's
Not with 5 successes. I rolled 8.
okay.
So you can feel, however, as you're thrashing about, you can feel lycra soaked through,
Oh.
brushing up against you.
Okay. That's good.
And then you can feel the thrashing of Apotheosis as she's also trying to get out of this. I hate to say this, but Ends of Beginnings drops out of Krynos.
Yay!
So
I wanted to double check something, John. I think I know the answer, but I'm double checking. So Callie's Scar, it does say in rare cases, a storyteller can allow extremely powerful foes to resist the user's stamina and glory with an appropriate pool, such as power, and negate the effect a turn. I'm assuming we don't count as powerful.
not.
Great.
I mean,
sorry.
No,
emotionally.
It was, yeah, what about spiritually?
we
No,
have
that's
character
perfect.
syndrome. Does that count?
We're the heroes.
Round.
Yep.
Perfect.
This is die that
Sparta.
I've just thrown.
Madness. This is Sparta.
Spootug.
Spartug.
That's why we have a chair with arms that can move, so that I can actually reach things that
You
are
can get
nice.
things around, yeah.
Because I'm kind of encased. Having now attacked Troyan and Macros, Ends of Beginnings is going to turn back towards Troyan. Sorry. No, just attacked Troyan, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I have this under control. Everything's fine.
How does he look?
Really bad.
Yay!
Yeah, he does not look okay. He had to drop from Krynos, which is usually not a great thing.
Take our stuff and
He has one last ditch effort.
Dropped
to
out
make.
of Krynos instead of friendlying. That's such an interesting choice.
Okay. It's going to reach out and try to seize Macros by her shoulders and just bite her face off.
Oh.
But what form is he in?
Glabro.
Okay.
Doesn't he have to be in Hamid?
Oh no, he has to drop to. Oh, fuck me.
Little man.
Oh, he's in a lot of
Yeah,
trouble.
If you
Oh,
drop
no.
Krynos, you're down to 1
Okay,
range.
he has no
Does-
effective attacks that he can make for you.
Let's fucking tear his lungs out of his body.
My God.
Throw them in the
it's bad.
cistern.
He could have frenzied. Instead of spending the will, since he's out of willpower, he could just frenzy.
I like how you're giving me this option. No, he's gonna make one last plea.
Okay, what's his plea?
Kill them all for me, will you?
Ew, now we're doing him a favor.
Yeah!
God.
Gray zone, gray zone.
That's respectful. That's
Yeah.
living by my word, accepting all fair challenges.
It's
Loyal and just.
Are you both attacking him?
I mean,
You probably don't need to.
Okay, I'm
He's in
gonna-
Hamid, and he is in all
Go for
kinds
it.
of hurt.
well,
for it.
I don't. Well, I'm.
Yeah, go for it.
As long as it doesn't cost me any resources, I'm fine to both of us do it. Just because we're like
I'm
that.
gonna turn to.
Are you sure? You're gonna stab him with a shoulder?
is just like.
Sure. And she's gonna do no. Sometimes you leave me to do the finishing blow. It's your turn to take some finishing blows.
That's really sweet. What if I roll terribly?
The meta plot of this whole campaign
I'll
has
just,
been
like, throw the
Troy and
knife over my
Macros' best
shoulder and
friends,
get him in the
also
throat.
Dante is here with Apotheosis and Scott.
Yeah,
And I love it.
So yeah, I'm turning
Thrilling.
towards the
Fucking hilarious.
Uzi.
This
Dratosi.
friendship is like the heart and soul
Can I
of
close?
this campaign.
Okay,
The
let's
distance?
find out.
Yeah.
We'll let you wait to see if she manages to succeed. Normally, I would say that you'd have to declare,
Yeah.
but here we'll.
So it's 7 successes.
Oh, he doesn't have a pool of
Yeah.
7.
Yeah,
I guess
right.
technically it's possible.
All
Yeah, you
tens.
could get a bunch of
All
zeros.
tens.
Or brutal.
Okay, maybe he'll roll all 10s.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, so can I close the distance to a Dratosi?
You can close the distance to the other monsters. They're quite close.
Right.
However, I will point out that he's not dead. He is just incapacitated. You have to annihilate him in order to kill him.
May I set about annihilating him?
That will take you a turn.
I would like to use that turn.
How do you choose to do so? You don't have to go into great detail, but you can tell me.
Claws, separating things from other things.
Yes.
I am
the
very
butcher
thorough.
special.
And then I would like to
The
throw
pulled pork.
to throw things into the cistern
No.
go back into the fiery chasm from whence you came, kind of.
Well,
Unless
the
that
watery
feeds the-
depths.
Yeah. Wait, is that that's not the water supply? That's the
The
ooze
cistern's a
supply.
water supply.
It is?
Yeah.
They're
That's-
putting ooze in the water supply?
Well, not for the city. It's
Yeah.
not like the city's water supply. I assume. That would be pretty fucked up.
Time for a glass of water. Is that a man's head? What the
It's a whole.
That looks kind of like a pancreas.
No, she'll just
Yes.
Yeah.
Werewolf the Apocalypse does have a cannibalism prohibition. It is part of the litany. You shall not eat the flesh of humans.
Oh, she has a lighter. Can she use her lighter to burn him in an homage to Phoenix?
He's kind of wet. I don't think he'd catch fire.
Fuck.
So
He is a bit damp, actually. It's true.
God damn it. Can
Just
can she arrange his bits in the shape of a phoenix?
It's so extra, Troyan.
you
Stick
maybe
them apart,
wait
dude.
until after the
All right.
immediate combat for you to do that.
All right.
There's nothing about werewolves.
Yeah.
Why are we
Eating out
eating
the flesh.
him?
It says specifically eating out the flesh of humans. Werewolves are another story. You are correct.
Why are we eating werewolves?
You are attacking the one with Dante and Apotheosis, or are you
Yeah.
attacking the one that Sky is currently engaged with?
Sky, since there's 2-on-1, I'll make it 2-on-1 as well.
Okay, go for it.
And I don't think silver will help, so I'm gonna switch back to
Silver does not have the
Yeah.
same effect against spirits that it does against werewolves.
sheath as I walk. I'm gonna rip and tear.
Nice.
My dice decide to cooperate.
Sky leaps up, lands on top of the pile of refuse, and then just puts two hands and pulls, trying to like reveal the fleshy globule of fat on the underneath for you to attack.
Nice.
4 successes.
4 successes? Well, let's find out if that's
This
enough.
is right. You don't know where we
Might be.
Usually nasty ass places.
Unlikely.
Yeah, like Jennifer Slade department.
How fucking dare you?
Yeah, honestly. no.
4 successes. Let's do damage to each other.
Oh, it's-
Except it was trying to grapple,
Oh.
Yeah.
so you succeed to just do your 1, and
On
you don't take
threshold.
damage to yourself.
Sweet.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
Great. You've already
I'm
taken
taking
your
this
action.
turn, yeah.
No, this turn you killed him, or
Killed
you
him.
incapacitated him. Next
Yeah.
turn you have to kill
Sounds
him.
good.
Scott.
For flavor, I would like to sort of brace myself against Apotheosis so that we can both try to
Okay.
push out both sides.
Take an egg.
Oh, fuck, shit,
Oh
I
my
forgot.
God.
So bad. How do I get out of
I
here?
thought this was going to be easy.
No, of course not. Oh.
Ooh.
I think
alright.
this is worth one of these.
Okay.
Seen one of these.
Remember that if you reroll
Seeing one of these.
your brutal your rage dice, they could become brutal.
I know. Is it worth re-rolling successes to try
No.
to get? No.
No,
it's not.
no, don't do it.
No, because I need the successes.
He's a gamer. Is it worth re-rolling successes to try and get that 0?
Yeah.
Bro, think of the odds.
Bruh.
I'm such a such a gambling addict. What
Bruh.
the hell? 4 successes.
I only rolled 2.
Okay. So with the power of friendship, love, whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So you managed to plant your feet into something. Hopefully it's
Ew.
apotheosis. And you push hard. The two of you get vomited out onto the floor of the cistern. The water, or the room anyway. The water is starting to rise now. It's now up to your knees. This is going to become a problem. All of your rolls now come with a -1 penalty to them.
All of them?
All of you.
Got it.
Because have you ever tried like running around when water is up to your knees? It sucks.
It sucks.
Stop.
Round.
More of the same.
Oh. Okay.
so snackable.
You're killing.
Yes, dismembering, taking apart.
Okay.
I would like to pull a sky and attempt to expose a piece of this beast for Apotheosis to rip out.
Okay.
Would
I'm going to have something happen. We'll see if it works. We'll see if you'll let it happen.
what does it mean?
4 successes.
I only rolled 3.
Great.
So that's threshold success for you. It's 1 more damage. It's okay. It's got health. For you,
Yeah.
so you're rolling to expose.
Yeah.
Apotheosis just stands up and just like lets all of the showers the floor with all of the debris and wet that's on her. She walks up and she reaches out and she pulls the gun out of Dante's skin
Yeah. Yeah. That's sick.
and then just points it directly at the point. So make your roll.
I will. I haven't
Go
yet.
ahead.
No. But I'd like to just in case it's an absolute nightmare. Oh no, that's okay. That is 5 successes. Yes. That's true love. Ow,
I rolled
ow,
4.
Ow, 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 ow.
And so that means that Apotheosis is coming in and
I'm counting bullets. I am counting bullets actually. My clip.
My silver bullets.
No, 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 thank you. No, no, I would
we've
never.
already had our 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I will offer you an out here if you want. You can have both of these monsters destroyed. You will have to assign 2 more aggravated damage as you choose amongst you.
But it can
Or
be healed?
you can roll. Yeah, this one's can be healed. Kali Scar only applies to the damage that he did to you in that round. Or I'll let you roll it out.
You're the one that's been taking egg, so you tell me.
Mm-hmm. That's a
you're
good
feeling.
question. Because I can
Charn and Dante both have 2 ag.
I can burn a bit of rage to try to heal like 1.
My egg can't be healed.
Yeah,
So I
so-
would rather not take more if I can help it.
Yeah, I could burn rage.
Or we
to
could just
try to
roll
get
it.
Through the egg. I think roll.
Let's do
I
it.
think roll.
All right, let's go. We got gamers here.
We got gamers. We love these dice.
The echoes of the sounds of the trash moving around is now deafening.
Gross.
Remember to drop 1 die from your
Yeah.
pools.
Yeah.
What are you doing here this round, Torian?
Now this is my round where I'm taking.
No, you've already done it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can attack.
All right. I will. I will attack. Is there any garbage that only has 1 person on it?
No.
Garbage.
One is Apotheosis and Dante. One is Sky and Macros.
Ooh, can I start dealing with the door?
Yes.
I would like
Okay,
to do
go
that.
Yeah, send the water.
It'll just take you around. You'll be able to
Great. I will use my round to
rip off the
handle
door.
The door.
Okay.
And
I don't like the fact that Kate is taking a photo of the dice, which means either something very bad or something
Or
very,
very
good is
good.
about to happen.
It is a terrible roll.
But it depends on the
So
perspective
I'm
as well.
going to spend
Holy-
some.
All right, Scott.
I'm gonna
5
go
successes.
into impairment because, like, otherwise I'm taking egg. So
Yeah, it's no bueno.
Nope.
No?
For me, no. I lose.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Are you
That
trying to
was-
do the same thing as before?
Yeah. That
Yeah, I seemed very effective, so I feel pretty good about
Okay.
that. But I would also, if I'm exposing something, I'm also going to try to, like, rip it out of the creature once it's been softened up a bit.
You managed to rip out a the lid of an oil barrel out of it.
It gets, like, frisbeed across the room.
It hits Troyan.
Away from everybody.
Ow!
I'm gonna
Actually,
fucking
as
kill
soon as the
you.
door opens, can I frisbee
Troyan
it through? I
versus
should-
door. Troyan, I'm going to give you a specialty. I'm going to give you a brawl specialty in access portals.
Oh my.
What if she's trying to
God.
attack a computer?
Just doors.
Okay.
She can write door.
The access board.
Fucking
Not
hilarious.
digital.
Thank
Dante.
you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Incredible.
4 successes.
4 successes is not as bad as I thought you were
Well,
going
I
to
had
tell
1
me.
until I rerolled.
Whoa.
Oh, that's better.
Access portals.
No, she's onto the breach.
Right.
A window could be a breach, but
She can throw Dante through windows, but that's not a specialty.
fastball special. 4 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled 0.
Whoa. Get him.
And let me tell you, that's annoying.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm not having them spend willpower, so
So 4 threshold.
ouch.
Yep.
Sky. Okay. And Apotheosis is just going to continue just to like absolutely just empty the clip.
Reaches into your arm, gets another.
No. I did bring bullets. Like, I just want to be clear. I
Are
don't
they-
just have
It's
Where
not
are
the
they?
silver bullets, I assume,
No.
loaded in the gun. Because
They're
again, if it was silver in your body,
Yes, no.
that would have been way
Very
bad.
news. No, I want to be clear. Those will be loaded.
Dante,
Chekhov's
your spirit has been destroyed.
Okay, check off silver bullets.
Sorry.
Kate, your spirit has been destroyed.
Oh, sweet.
Troyan,
Yes.
your door has been ripped off its hinges.
Yeah.
I need you to make me an immediate,
Ooh.
all of you, dexterity athletics, difficulty 5 as the water rushes out of the room.
Whoa.
It could carry you with it.
Remember that we are in form, but -1.
Okay.
So a net of 1 above your sheet.
Yeah.
Dex, athletics, +2, -1.
So plus 1.
Athletics.
Dex athletics plus 1.
Okay. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
And it's a diff of what, sorry?
4.
5, I think you said?
Oh, I said
yeah,
5.
4.
5.
A lot.
5?
You shouldn't have said anything.
What are you going to do?
Oh
Well,
God.
I rolled a brutal outcome, so I actually don't give a fuck. You're all going down with me. That's so bad. I'm so mad. I can't
Oh, I
even
did
stay on my
too.
feet. Oh no!
Just when my dice decide to cooperate. Well, I got 6 successes.
Yay,
That Chris
Chris.
looks so cool. The water's just like
She
rushing
like
by.
surfs.
Yes, on a like a bin lid of some
Fuck
kind.
shit. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Dante,
Yo.
Troyan,
Yeah.
Yep.
you are both carried out of the room in the rush of water that follows. You manage to hold on to something. Unless you want to let go and let it carry with you. However, you are not in control. They're not in control. You can be in control and stay, or you can let loose and go. It's your
I'm
choice.
gonna hold on for a moment to see how the other Apotheosis and Sky
You got
fare.
6 successes?
Yeah.
You can save Sky with you if you want. You can like grab her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Let's see if Apotheosis is coming with you.
No, I get it.
Okay, catch my bee.
Nope. She's not coming with you. She succeeds.
Good for her.
Good for her.
So this is like one of those sick ass water slides, right? It's like we're outside, we're inside, we're outside.
Am I still holding the door?
It's like Rose and Jack, but
Yeah.
instead Rose just sinks holding onto the door. and the
There's
door's not
definitely
big
room
enough.
for us both. No, there isn't, Dante.
I've seen this movie, Dante. Shut up.
All right, let's get you and let's
smells
get
so bad in here.
you two are.
That would be a hell of a way to go, drowning in garbage water.
I don't
Ew.
know. Think about that. It's horrible.
Oh my god.
As you slide out of the cistern's room, and you are carried along a hallway as just this enormous amount of water just pours out. All of you are sliding around. Take 1 superficial damage each.
Okay.
And then you are pressed up against the wall at the end of a hallway as the water just slowly starts to ebb away from you. And that's when 1, count them, 1 trapdoor empty opens underneath the both of you, and you fall to floor 3.
Oh my god.
You happy that it's me that's with you, not anyone else?
I'm obsessed.
And then the water just continues to cascade
Don't
off the
throw it.
2 of you as you are left behind with both NPCs.
Hot.
Do we ride after them or find our own way down? Pincer movement? Now the time?
God.
Or are we stronger together?
What else is in this floor?
Who knows?
There may be others here. We may have to hope that they can handle themselves for a bit while we do a sweep.
At least they're together. I hope.
Wait, did you give you back your gun?
No. No, Apotheosis has my gun.
Also, Apotheosis spent all the bullets and said gun.
I have more bullets.
You have more bullets, but
Oh,
you
but
don't
she
have
does.
the
So all
gun.
you have is your butter knife?
Yeet the clip.
Oh no.
Well, she better come find me.
I just did. I see it in movies all the time. I threw the gun. I thought that was the most effective thing to do. We have more bullets. I'm sorry.
If I put it on the floor, it reloads, right? If I just do this, it's.
What if I scream reload
I
at
thought
you?
it worked like Time
You
Crisis.
shoot. Yeah, you shoot off screen.
Exactly. Fucking hell.
Fuck.
What a couple. What a group of people.
Okay.
Roll off, the 2 of you.
Yeah?
No. Sorry, I was trying to point to
Troy and
Kate
us
and
too?
Elizabeth.
Oh.
I realize that doesn't make it,
Yeah.
they can't tell what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The podcast listeners certainly can't.
Podcast
We
listeners.
love the podcast.
Am I-
listeners.
are we
Can
just
I say
rolling
this?
one?
Hence
One
the
die?
focus on
One
sound.
die. It's just a roll off. Whoever rolls higher is who I'm going to go with first.
8.
8.
Hey,
Good
roll
to
up, roll up.
Oh, looks like I'm just going to have to divide by mitosis.
8.
Nice.
Okay.
You land.
Oh boy.
I suppose I should give this label now that you know where you are.
God, it's gonna be like the butcher room or some horrible shit.
The meat hook.
Crucible?
It's hot.
Shit.
The water, once it reaches down with you, manages to cool off the room briefly, which is why you are not currently taking damage, but it is hot here. Do you remember the feel of lava? You certainly do. From Kiss of Helios? It feels hot. Looking around, you can see that this room is still more natural stone. It's a cave that's been carved forward, but the smell of sulfur is thick in the air here. Gusts of steam billows from cracks beneath the ground. And you can hear, hello? Hello?
Is it clear where the voice is coming from?
It sounds like a young man, maybe 30, young.
Youngish.
A man.
Okay, got it.
It sounds like a man scared out of his wits. somewhere further outside of this room, there are 3 doors that exit this room. All 3 of them are now no longer manufactured. These are like little more than wooden planks that have been leaned up against it in order to trap something in this room that have been blown away by the water that's rushed down alongside with you. Surrounding on all of the walls, you can see that there's more of the scratches that you saw on the floor, the scratches that you saw on the door. But these scratches show almost like a painting. You see the mountain. The cross at the top of the mountain, very distinct, and including a place where not your cairn, but a cairn,
Right.
Weathered Storm is placed. There are thousands of tiny little pinpricks in the stone, representing one for every tree that had been planted along the mountain itself. And there is a box sitting at the base of the wall. It's locked with a giant padlock. The box is about the size of a large cooler.
Okay.
It's made of metal. And it looks like it's recently been warped by the heat that's around it and then the rapid cooling of the water that splashed up against it. And Dante,
Yeah.
sitting in one corner of the room is someone who you recognize.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, God.
Wait. Well, no, wait.
It is a man who you saw just before the mountain collapsed. In the Umbra. The spirit. Do you remember this?
It was a long night. Famously. I do not. Hang on, I am considering. I am thinking. I did have it on my face, but I got it. I don't. In the Umbra?
Yeah.
I mean, I have my notes for him.
It was the one who showed you, like, all of the lit up, where you saw all the, like, little pinpoints of future Bane spirits.
In the Umbra?
Yeah. You went to get Sky?
Yes, yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, it wasn't like a person per se.
No,
though,
it was
right?
a creepy
like
spirit with a bunch of arms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, I do remember this. And then it like fell away because the mountain was collapsing or whatever the fuck happened. I don't know. Got crazy. Dante's immediately like to his feet and like half scrabbling, half like running towards this creature, teeth bared.
Have you come to offer for me?
I've come to destroy this place. All who dwell within.
Pity. And then he looks up and you can see that all corners of the room, every wall starts to drip with molten lava.
Good.
Macros.
Gosh, Frenzies, where should we go?
This.
Looking around for any other exits to this level then, if other than where.
So the hallway now, most of the water has now
Yeah.
completely gone
Yeah.
down that hole.
Yeah.
There are a few doors
Okay.
here. There are 3 doors in the hallway. These doors are still manufactured doors. They are still human doors.
Go to the closest door.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Cool. I hate it.
This door, however, has no window in it.
I attempt to open it.
Okay.
It's dark.
Inside, there's another green flame. But there's only one pedestal here. Nope. I lied. I'm terribly sorry.
Mhm.
There are 3.
Okay.
They're at the far end of the room on the other side of the fire. This room is smaller than the room upstairs.
Looking at the cases. Or pedestals.
On the first, there's no label. But underneath the case is a bracer with a mirror shine.
Well, this is Bracer.
Alert, alert. Bad shit alert.
Okay.
The second,
Yeah.
a journal.
Mm-hmm.
And the third, a large sapphire. It's been cut beautifully. Many different facets, clearly the work of a genius. It's about the size of a fist.
No labels on any of these?
The center podium has a label on it. It reads...
Is the center podium the one with the sapphire?
No, it's
I
the one
think
with the journal.
Oh, okay.
It reads, Alice Tournesol, Touch of Glass. Theurge. It lists no tribe.
Mm-hmm. Macros are gonna turn and stalk out.
Fuck this place.
Sky is trying to push further into the room.
Is there anything else in here?
You can roll your investigation.
No, she's asking Sky. She's like standing in the door frame with her back to the room.
I can take the journal.
How would Phoenix feel?
It's not dishonorable.
Take it. Pretty sure I know what's in there, but take it.
Sky smashes the glass with her elbow instead of picking it up.
Wow.
Pulls the journal out from the shards, shakes it once to get all the rest of them off, opens it up, closes it. We'll have to decipher it later.
Chris, like kicks in the next door down.
Kicks in apotheosis.
Oh my
Just,
god.
like, so angry. But trying to be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
In here,
Mm-hmm.
in this room are the remains of the CEO of Klimata.
Tracy?
Minus, yes,
Minus the face.
Mbatu, minus the face.
Well, shit.
Presented how? Like on a bed?
You've seen these.
Yeah, but like
They were in the morgue.
yes.
Mystery solved.
Yep.
Kind of.
On a bed, on the floor, on a pedestal, rigged up like a puppet.
They are behind glass.
Like Snow White style?
Yep.
Oh. Ugh.
I hate them all.
Fuck this shit.
I want to burn this
This
hive
shit.
to the ground.
What's written on the case?
A donation to the cause.
Oh my god.
She's
get-
going to take her pocket knife, not the glaive, or switchblade, that's what it is, and use it to try to like wrench, like pry the plaque off.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
You
let it
scratched the
fly.
glass a little bit.
That's fine. Let it fly wherever. I am going to take a moment to see if there's anything else in this room.
Investigation?
Wits?
Yep.
This is gonna be Britsky's almost certainly. Woo, woo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gain a rage.
It's definitely.
Change your range dice.
They're all four. It's
Oh,
four
okay.
anyway. Not Britsky's. One success.
Hey!
Can I have some of that?
Most definite applause. Oh god.
Okay.
There is a yeah, we're gonna make it that, aren't we? A long time ago, there was a toy known as
Don't say Furby.
Oh my god.
no, not a Furby,
Furby.
Known
Furby.
as a yak back.
Oh yeah.
Yes! I reference that like weekly.
Oh my god,
I reference Yakbacks week. You live with me, you know that.
Before everyone had a cell phone, it would let you talk into it and play it back, or record sound and play it back.
Oh yeah, that was when we were in our
Backwards, even.
spy eras.
You could even play it backwards. Although like literally
Yeah,
3 seconds.
Yeah,
Maybe 5, I don't remember. It's very,
it was very high
small.
tech.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I remember the ads. I remember maybe.
Okay.
looking at them.
You find this.
Play.
Mom? I haven't heard from you in a little while, and I thought I'd reach out. Just hoping that you'll answer the phone.
Fuck, would this be on a yak back?
Does it sound like so?
Yeah. Who does it sound like? Does it sound like anyone I recognize?
Nope. Sounds like a child.
Oh no.
A teenager.
Okay.
That's probably about to
Yeah, I would think Tracy.
It's not Zach. It's definitely not Zach.
Well, I just wonder if it was like someone, like they used it to pretend that someone was alive longer than they were.
Oh, maybe. That's possible, yeah.
Jam it in my pocket. I hate them. I'm so excited to kill them, she says to her two comrades. Let's see what's behind door number 3.
Did she have a child?
None that I know of. She might have.
Let's check door number 3. Stairs.
Down?
Heading down. Roughly hewn stairs, I should say. Not your nice stairs.
not like marble, like.
No. Gil is reminding you, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember how old she was.
Neither.
I was like, is she old enough that she could have had a kid as a
And very
teenager?
distinctly, it said mom.
It did say mom, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, Tracy did not have. She had a different accent. It was not Tracy.
Sure.
Right.
It was sounded like a teenage boy.
Oh, like it didn't sound like
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
No,
that's
it was not her.
right.
God.
Finger to lips. Point to stairs. There we go.
Roll your stealth.
I'm hoping you're all
Back
crazy.
to you
Yeah.
two.
So there's lava dripping from the ceiling. Sorry, the ceiling is
From the
Because-
walls. It's
from
starting
the walls
to flow
and ceiling.
down.
Okay, great, cool.
Wits or dex?
Dex.
Dante is trying to, well, he's sort of scrambling or scrabbling towards this creature. Yeah, he is ignoring the lockbox. He's ignoring the wall. He's ignoring the planks of wood that are doors. He's just heading towards this creature.
Did you see life?
I've seen life. I've seen death. I've seen rebirth.
That's all you're going to be able to get
yeah,
out of
okay,
your-
yeah, that's fair.
Rushing at him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I activate Kiss of Helios?
That would seem wise.
Can you touch me and activate it too, please?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. Great. If I have time to do more things, I'm making for the lockbox.
Okay, head towards the lockbox. That's fine. You're still charging? Are you doing anything particular to him?
I want to ask my team here, story-wise, I feel like I want to shift to Krynos and try to tear this thing apart. This will
OOC, I
obviously
remind you that you will be
at one rage after
at one
this
rage,
fact, yes.
reverting to Hamid.
Which is...
You still have a howl, so it's not...
I am scared, but I also feel pretty, much like I'm going to take some lava.
Awoo.
Awoo.
Yeah.
So you still have your howl to go back up to more, and there's obviously we're still going to get hurt a lot.
This is
so
kind of
there's
my
that.
thought, yeah.
And more things will piss us off, probably. So
I would like to shift to Krynos as I'm charging in this thing.
You're shifting to
This
Krynos?
is what I would like to do.
Okay, I want you to do that.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Okay.
You're going for the lockbox.
Yeah, but I'd also, I don't know if I could do these things at the same time, but I also wouldn't mind regenning my one superficial.
Sure.
But you heal.
I do heal.
Yeah,
Yeah, you still
regardless, it just costs you.
Oh, nope. No. There we go.
Nerd
Right.
fantastic. Nerd rage. Sablica.
Are you managed to get to the lockbox? It's the lava is starting to get pretty close.
Okay.
So you can either pull it away from the wall or you can just rip it open.
I'd like to rip it open.
On the inside, remember those drawings that you found in Alice's apartment?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
There are 5 drawings in here. They're of you.
Oh!
Of all of us, like one of each
All
of us.
of you.
There were... Yeah, because there were like... Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
I remember now. There weren't drawings. Anyway.
So as you pull those out, you see that there's writing on the other side, although we're about to head into combat. But as you pull those out, you can see that there's an envelope, a large one, a manila envelope that's about the same size as all of these drawings at the very bottom of the box. This one is sealed just with glue.
Does it have anything written on it?
Zach.
Yeah.
As Macros heads down the stairs towards a room that we have not seen, with Apotheosis and Sky alongside her, as Dante charges the spirit, and as a dimly burning Troyan pulls drawings out of a box, we'll end the session here.
Doesn't feel very us, does it?
No, it is weird that you're the one charging into battle and I'm the one like doing the reading.
Yeah. But Macros sneaking and leading, very on brand. Whoa.
Unce.
It did, Captain Splitty, that's correct.
Captain Splooey.
Big ups for the Hive tracker thing.
Holy shit, thank God.
Yes! Oh yeah, they're halfway. There you go. I love that. Yeah, big ups on the Hive tracker, very cool. The map, I guess you could
You've gone from Conference to Cistern to Crucible.
There seems to be a theme.
I was gonna say, I just realized, but yeah, are they? Okay.
What do you think the last 2 ones are? Let's find out. But first I'm going to ask Scott.
Yeah.
What'd you learn today? Oh, there's a moot point too. Let's find out what that is.
Ooh. Three
I'm
werewolves
gonna
on
call
the
out the little point.
stairs.
Take my hand.
What's the answer to the question you have? Yes, no, maybe, bruh, or weirdnesses all above?
What? What? What is happening? What does that mean?
I love it.
What does that bruh? It's really funny. Bruh. I learned that I learned that the Black Spiral Dancers do subscribe to, they are guru. They subscribe to a different form of honor, which is maybe not the right word, but they have rituals and rites that are mysterious to us. And yeah, I learned that this hive, it contains more mysteries than just people to kill, baddies to undo. This is their home. There are things here that reveal information about them. Yeah.
Kate.
Ends of beginnings was more of the beginning than the end.
Cool.
I kind of thought he would be more of like the final boss, so that's like, it's a little scary because now who knows what'll be the final boss.
I put on my tinfoil hat and thought that Ends of Beginnings, by saying, no, we should take the time to research their loved ones, was actually buying time for us, and I thought he was going to swap sides. So to find out that he didn't was like, that was my big... Like, not only that he wasn't willing to swap sides, but that he like, fucking...
Yeah, like he wasn't willing to
He was Trixie Poo
Yeah.
with his garbage friends. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we killed
Garbage
him.
friends.
An assessment of them as people and
Right.
a
And
factual descriptor.
Quite literally, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you want to call someone out, Scott?
Yeah, I'm gonna call out it's a co thing, but I'm gonna call out Liz as Troyan for the moment of taking the lead on killing Ends of Beginnings and ending him, specifically because I think the friendship between Macris and Troyan is incredibly sweet obviously in this moment, bit of a fucked up way, but I really respect that it's like,
It comes through in combat specifically.
yeah, you guys
Those
have a
two-
relationship that a give and a take that I really think is really cool, and it was nice to see that leveraged in session. You're welcome.
I'm gonna call out Macris for not following Troyan and Dante, because I could tell that she was like grappling with that decision, but I think choosing to stay and see what else would be happening in the room was a really good, or on the floor was a really good call. And her reactions to the shit that she's been finding, like you see her when she's like, I'm not looking at this anymore.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go now? And she's hanging out by the door. Like that was all just felt very like true to Macris and how she would be.
Fucked up.
For once,
yeah.
I should just say everybody answered at least one vote for each option of what's the answer to the question you have, but most people said bruh.
Bruh.
Sorry, go ahead, Kate.
Yeah, I want to call out Scott as Dante. For despite this being a relatively combat-focused sort of series of encounters, still finding the moments to like pull out the theory shit of like, no, I'm gonna come check out what this fire thing is about. I'm here, like, what's this glyph about? I'm gonna check the veil. Like, you're still leading into that aspect of it because that is one of your major areas of expertise, and it so far hasn't necessarily turned a great advantage, but that doesn't mean it can't at any point.
No,
Yeah.
I'm convinced that, and I'm tinfoil hatting a little bit
Yeah.
here, but like I'm convinced that this is all part of a larger realization about someone that we will meet. Let us not forget, we have been not promised, but one of us received a vision. Well, Sky, I guess, received a vision of someone who could be saved. So I think that this points towards that in some way.
I mean, John, just like what you've concocted for this hive is so
like it.
fucking cool and terrifying so far. Love it. It's a mixture of like actual physical enemies that we can fight and emotional enemies that fuck with our heads. and that's great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See, right there.
Everything here is very normal.
Very normal? Okay.
So organic.
So normal.
Regular, everyday, normal
motherfucker.
Just to be clear, so
Holy
far.
shit, a John LeJoie reference
Whoa.
in 2025?
Actually, yeah, wow.
I mean, I'm just referring to something that's lived rent free in my head since
Yeah.
someone else
For
quoted
like
it to
20
me.
years now, however long it's been. Yeah, so just so I'm clear, the Hive so far has contained a conference room, some trash monsters, lots of doors,
And a literal volcano.
a volcano or a lava monster.
deposit.
with
Floor is lava.
Floor is lava.
A
set.
floor is lava
That's right.
room.
Oh, we
Weirdness
need to do
already called it
parkour.
out,
Yeah.
so they get the credit for this.
Yeah.
Dante's gonna fall in and do the thing that they do on that show where they go, and then everyone else goes, no.
Well, I tried
Because
to
the
say
floor is lava.
I can't wait to see Dante try to punch this spirit.
I have a cool thing that I want to do in mind, and it's
Have you written it down? Just in case. I would
That would be-
forget.
but thank you. That's correct. That's the correct thing to do.
Yep.
I would forget what I wanted to do.
You know what I like? Finding out what's happening in the following week. You know who I usually ask about that when it comes to Mondays? It's Kate.
It's Kate.
Yeah, as long as I don't get distracted or forget, there will be crosswords with Kate. That's where we all hang out and try to solve the crosswords despite all their tricksy nonsense. So that'll be around 1:30 Eastern. Come on down, hang out, help us. Try to feel smart.
Tuesday.
I am unavailable for my usual stream. As I have alluded to on other streams, I'm doing a show in a few weeks, which is a lot of fun, and I'm really jazzed about it. And if it weren't theater, I would broadcast it to all of you, but that's not how theater works. Sometimes.
I'll sit in the front row and stream it to Twitch.
I could do it.
I think we might have some thoughts about that to Twitch. Anyway, that said, I'm not free Tuesday. I'm hoping to make up my streams because the Emperor Scottinius is about to embark, hopefully, on some Dark Brotherhood questlines. It seems bad, actually. I don't think he should rule the Brotherhood.
I love this for him.
I'll tell you in a sec, Kung Fu Fenris. That's me. That's Tuesday. Wednesday?
Wednesday, I imagine we're going to have backroom deals over on twitch.tv/backroom deals if we find somebody for whom there are backroom deals. And I think we will, and I just have to confirm.
It won't be me.
I know it won't be you.
Okay. I'd like to come back. It was a lot of fun.
Friday.
Friday there is Punchy.
Oi!
At 1800, we are continuing Cyber Punch. Punchy's about to make a really difficult decision.
Oh, yeah. Kung Fu Fenris, you weren't there, right? Like the climactic moment
there's
of the DLC.
there's a thing, and Punchy and I am not happy with the options presented to us. So
Can I just say though, like, if I can, it's not a spoiler, just like, I thought it was very funny because we had an accidental false ending to it.
it was
'Cause, like,
very.
I went to
nice
pull a
of
gun
him.
and then I went, oh, well, I can't use a gun, so I put it away and then immediately got shot.
Yeah, it was
In like a
unfortunate.
cutscene, I was like,
so
oh.
we're really between a rock
Shit.
and a shit place.
Anyway,
So that's happening. Saturday we are doing Doomed.
yeah, double streams. I stream Arkham Horror the card game Saturdays 11 Eastern. Come join me for that.
And Drew Crew, we are continuing Sweet Revenge. So far, my favorite Nancy Drew that we've ever read.
Yeah.
It seems to keep happening.
It is
But
so good.
Well, I'd say but actually, but like really.
I think it's just because you're understanding the deep, nuanced complexities.
the
of the
lore,
characters.
Yeah.
I need one of
We've
those
gotten
big
smarter.
boards, and I'm gonna go hard with the lore, guys.
Oh my god.
Because there's like,
Will the board have string made of Titian?
Titian string.
Gross.
I guess.
Sunday we will be back here with more of the Assault on the Hive.
Oh, really?
Montreal by Moonlight, same time, same channel.
I would,
Please like Invincible and She Knows 10,000 Things. Thank you so much for sticking around here for modding. If you came here via our podcast or VOD, just drop anything. I'm not asking for engagement. I just want to know that somebody's out there and actually listening to this thing and what you think of it, because that's kind of why we do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just going to go that way. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.